Hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to ForcedGamersDnD, where me, the DM, and a bunch of other nerds, friends, we play Dungeons and Dragons. And as you all know, I've told this many, many times. We did this, we named ourselves after our own local game store, the Game Force in Eindhoven, the Netherlands, in support because of COVID and all that. We've started about half a year ago already, I think, almost, and we've been going strong for a while. Um, so thank you all for joining. A couple little announcements. As always, we have Thursday evening one shots at the Game Force. Currently, the next one will be on the 23rd, I believe, if my math is correct. 24th, really? Oh yeah, it's the 20th today. So next one will be on the 24th. So if you're watching this on YouTube when we upload Friday, you already missed that one. But we play every single Thursday. So make sure to follow our links on our info page
Is
to
any
our
of us
shop to.
DMing that week or this week? Yeah, I am, but still
I'm
seems
also not
available.
DMing this. I'm almost done moving, and after that, I will have time again to come do one shots and stuff. I'll be officially moved next Friday. So
Yay!
it's been a long 2 months.
Has it been 2 months
We're
really again already? Am I just getting
Yeah,
old?
it has almost been 2 months already.
Yes, you're old man.
Old turtle man here.
An old turtle man.
I am also an old turtle man IRL.
Right.
Everybody
That's why
knows.
you don't show your face, right?
Yes, because otherwise they're gonna bring me back to the zoo.
The whole gig
I
is
want
up.
that.
We also have events for Magic the Gathering. We just had the pre-release for Innistrad Midnight Hunt, which was amazing. I played 2 of them, and the set is amazing. I love it.
I played way too much of them.
So if you're around the area, come join us. On our info page, you can find brand new spanking banners drawn by our friend Kima in the Discord channel. If you click on them, they will send you to our YouTube page, our Discord, our Spotify, everything you need. I also put up the poster that Kima drew for us, which also is amazing. So I want to shout her out again for helping us with some channel art. She's amazing. Come join the Discord. She posts in the memes and art page occasionally with art stuff, and she's an amazing artist. Yes, she is.
Real
She's
cute.
really good.
Real cute stuff out there.
So if you come join us in the Game Force, entry fee is €5 plus a €2.50 consumption coupon, which you can use on following visits as well. Anyone buys something to drink or to eat or anything like that anyway, so you're not losing money whatsoever, and you always have a good night fun. There's always people of us around playing games like D&D, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, those are.
Yeah, right. These are just some of her banners.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the poster is really good. Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
And I think that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, as you may have noticed, we're missing our friend Quake at the moment. He will hopefully be joining us after the break. He was a little bit delayed, so he'll be hopefully joining us later in the evening. And with that out of the way, I think we can start tonight's episode.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so a little recap on what our adventure has been so far. It's our 11th episode. We've made it past 10, boys and girl. So a little while ago, a group left Fort Castra behind after rid of a curse, and sailing aboard the Basilisk, they made their way to Urwala. But not without a hitch. They encountered bad weather, big fish, and a cellar of illicit substances. They lost a crew member, and reaching Awala, their captain Holden Ironside set them off with some gold to purchase some supplies for the journey ahead. The group decided to get some mangoes from the mango orchards outside of town, but found them corrupted by a treant by the name of Dolus. Getting rid of him and investigating further, they went back to town and informed the captain of the guard. Completing their supply run that evening, Quake, whom they met that night before on their arrival, investigated a little bit further and stumbled upon a conspiracy. Hilan from the Ripe to Harvest apparently was working with a kid in the town's guard who, in some way, had some dealings with the other orchard. In the night, the ship was attacked by a group led by this kid from the guard, and luckily the crew was awake to stop this. This morning, after a tumultuous night, they set sail to Fort Imperius. Once again, a perilous journey, not an easy one. They stumbled upon a stranded ship where Quake, Gork, the automaton, and Hakan decided to investigate and found out that a spirit naga had been set loose on the ship, which at first wanted something in return to let them go until Corkson threatened her to make her into her boots, after which she attacked with a lightning breath, almost killing Cork. But Hakan and Quake were ready enough to at least damage her enough where she thought not going to survive this and decided to leave them behind.
Right.
Luckily, they survived, and it wasn't a half-party kill. And a few days later, after setting sail again, they rescued a man who told them of a giant island that demolished their ship. Bringing him aboard, sailing further, they had their sights on Fort Imperius, where they were halted by a ship where they met General Gurth of the Fort Imperius Armada. Checking their ship for hostages, fugitives, anything that isn't supposed to be there, they were cleared out.
Illegal drugs.
And they continued to Fort Imperius, having to wait a little while before they were able to dock because the waters around the fort were quite crowded with ships going in and out. So they had to spend the night on the ship and docked the next morning. So you all wake up next morning on the ship.
Alright.
What do you wish to do? The ship just docked.
So
They
we're just to recap, we're now on the ship and we're docked at Fort something.
Imperius, right?
Yeah.
Fort Imperius, yeah.
Yes, Fort Imperius.
Are the men working or?
Currently, everyone is a little bit settling. Everyone, the gangplank had just been thrown out. Crew members are already starting to make sure that there are cranes and stuff moved to the ship so that they can unload the cargo that was destined to be here. So there is a little bit of activity on the ship already. Yes.
Okay. Moving to the captain. What do we need for the next journey? We're gonna be like 2 weeks, right, on the ocean. Do we need something extra?
I think you've pretty much covered everything when we were in our Walla. There are still enough fresh bread.
Yeah.
Well, not that fresh anymore, but fresh enough. Still enough
Maybe we
mangoes and
should
stuff.
get some extra bread, just to be sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How big?
It's gonna be a while before we set sail again because it's going to be a long journey. So I'm giving the crew as well, not the entire week off. We still have to unload and reload cargo and stuff like that. But we'll be docked here for about a week.
Okay.
If you have anything you want to do while you're here, you're free, of course. If you decide you want to take an earlier ship to Port Benta, if you can find one, I won't blame you, of course. But
Well,
if you have a week off,
I mean, I quite enjoyed my stay on the ship.
Definitely. Let's
I don't
first have a
mind.
look around around the port. Let's see what's here.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
been here.
How big is this city? Because where we were, Fort Castra is the biggest port city of the archipelago, right?
Fort Castra is the biggest one, yes. Fort Empirus is a little bit smaller, but
Okay.
of comparable size.
Okay.
Right, so we're still fairly large then.
So if we need some
Yeah.
stuff, we can most likely get it here.
Yeah, most likely.
Okay.
How's the donkey food doing, Gork?
Sorry? Oh, the
Food for
donkey
the-
food.
For the donkey.
I have kept track of it, so there's a little bit, but we can use some more. That's
Yeah.
probably a good idea to go looking for
Yeah.
some more.
Let's just go into town, see if we can do some shopping.
Yeah.
Get some fresh bread.
Sounds like a plan. Also, I've learned that I might be very good at dragon chess, so maybe there's some people who want to put some money into that.
Yes.
Let me see. Do I want to get something? I have like a full alchemist set.
Oh, actually,
I want to get
I
some.
do have.
Okay, go.
Oh yeah, sorry. I do have this thing that I would like to have repaired, and I hold up the magical collar thing.
Magical
Do
color?
you know anyone, Holden? Any smith
Yeah.
that might be able to make this whole again?
I know of 2 blacksmiths in the city. But thing is magical, right?
Yes, it is.
So they might be able to form it, but not sure if magical capabilities can be brought back to it.
We'll see.
You can always try, I
Yeah.
guess. Let's see. Both blacksmiths are they're both brothers. They really hate each other.
Why do they
Just-
hate each other?
Well, they have competing businesses, and they.
Why don't they start a
really
business? Why didn't they start a business together? And they wouldn't
You'll
have to
have
compete.
You'll have to ask them. As far as I know, every time I've been here, if I ever had to visit a blacksmith, they had no right word to say about each other. So, but if you want, there's the Black Anvil, which is pretty close by. It's 2 blocks away to the west. You'll find Grosh there. And if you go a little bit further into town towards the jungle edge, you'll find the lit furnace, which is run by Grush.
Okay. And okay, Crush
Alright.
and Wrong.
Grosh.
Grosh and Crush. Yeah,
Crush
they're
and
very,
Crush.
yes, their parents were apparently not very sensible in naming their kids. Original, at least.
I mean, it's also really difficult to pronounce both of them. It's like I can imagine, their parents calling them for dinner. It's like Grush and Grush. It's like, which they calling now? Grush and Grush or Grush and Grush? I don't get it. Which one's first?
Yeah,
Maybe, but
maybe.
yeah, that'll
And if
do.
you want to talk about parental issues with them, be my guest, I guess.
Oh yeah,
that's,
you
none
will.
of that's none of my business. I just complain about it.
Fair.
Yeah, old man, you just like complaining.
Yes,
I know.
I do.
I want to start looking around for a fishing rod
Ooh.
and some fishing tackle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you leave the ship
Mhm.
to go search for these things, and I show around a little bit while you're here on the docks. It's a little bit different here than what Fort Castra was. There are some sandy beaches. You're a little bit further south, and you notice it in the weather also a little bit. Even though it's the first month of spring, it's noticeably warmer. Maybe also because the time you spent in Fort Castra was during a very cold, rainy period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference might come from that as well. There are some spare palm trees growing here and there, but most of it, as you look around, as far as the eye can see, you can see the dock sides. Both cities were called Fort something, Fort Castra and Fort Imperius. This looks more like a fort than Fort Castra did. Instead of two, there are four giant arcane towers built along the edges of the docks.
Woof.
And as you look further inland, the land rises kind of slowly, but you can see treetops uh, further into the city, jungle-like trees, and but vision is a little bit obscured where the city is split from the docks to the rest of the city with a wall, a big stone brick wall, almost like it almost feels like you're in something like a prison yard or something. Like the docks are just completely shut off from the rest of the city.
Which would
And
make sense. Oh, sorry.
as you look around, there are more guards walking around here as well as when you were in Fort Castra. There is, of course, this city has an armada, which Fort Castra doesn't. So there might be some explanation in that there. Something else that you notice is that there are people walking around, not really in conversation, just going. There isn't a very friendly air here. Where Fort Castra, there were like traders talking to each other and stuff like that, and here it's all just complete business, not really a lot of friendliness.
I want to buy a nice straw hat.
Nice.
Straw hat.
Yes.
Straw for the donkey. You feel free to make one.
I mean, somewhere in the city, you can probably find a general goods store where you might be able to find a hat. Maybe.
Let's go look
but
for
here
a
on
hat,
the-
people. I need a hat. The sun is on my head.
Here on the dock side, there aren't really any shops. There is a tavern. There are a few warehouses, dockmaster's house, and as you walk along the dock side, you notice that somewhere in the distance there is a big warehouse built out of bricks and mortar, which almost looks more like a prison than a warehouse, really. And especially Hakan, because your passive is so high. Looking in the distance, you see that there are different type of ships docked on that side of the docks. Where you docked were more trader vessels. On that side, there are bigger vessels with larger container areas at the bottom. And you can see that from one of the ships, there is like a row of 10 born with their noses muzzled, hands tied, that are being led towards this brick and mortar warehouse.
Warehouse.
Yeah.
So it's pretty shady.
Well, slave stuff.
Yeah, looking at this, you can very noticeably see that these are most likely slaver vessels, and there are like 6 or 7 docked currently.
Alright. It's not so bueno.
Yeah, you guys probably see Cork glaring angrily at the ships. You
Yeah,
know how he
same.
feels about slaves.
Same as well.
Same.
Like, Hakan doesn't really get the concept of slavery, he just never really encountered it before. Except when he finally got out of the woods. So he doesn't really quite get it. It just kind of it's just absurd to him, you know, that this stuff happens.
Well, I guess this is my time. Hakan, let me explain you something. you don't know anything about slavery, right?
Well, I do, but it just doesn't make any sense how you can own somebody. It doesn't make no sense.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's how I think about
exactly.
it, but it
That's
still
how we all
happens.
think about it, I believe, but...
I mean, in nature, you just kill the other person if you don't like them.
It's not that they don't like them, it's that they find them useful and that people think that they're stronger than the other species or better than the other species.
But if you feed them to the animals, they're also useful.
Okay.
I guess that's true, but
Yeah,
I'd rather not kill anybody.
You
At
don't have to
least-
kill them.
they're civilized creatures. They can talk. They have a language. They have a culture.
Yes, I know.
Not anymore, they don't.
Yeah, no, it's
Sorry.
Hey, they have a culture. Other people destroyed that
true.
for them because they
True.
went into slavery.
I mean,
Very true.
I don't think we should be left unpunished for working with the dragons, but slavery is a bit much, honestly.
Yeah,
And I don't think you can do anything about it right now.
Well, we'll see.
Look at all these guards around this, and
I have an idea, but I don't know how you guys think of it. But I won't discuss it here.
Yeah, let's
Because-
find a quiet place.
My place is like an instant solution, but it doesn't solve the problem entirely. Like, we can blow the vessels up, but that just loses those vessels. It doesn't stop the slave trade.
I mean, yeah.
it's very true.
And isn't that kind of useless?
Yeah. And if we
I
get
mean-
caught, we go to jail and we die there, and
I don't think we go to jail. I think we just,
we might get executed.
yeah.
Or enslaved, even worse.
Like,
But-
but imagine us talking to this while we walk to like a quiet bit where not many
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are around.
yeah.
I figured you wouldn't just be standing
No.
on the dockside discussing slavery where guards are walking
No.
around and
Nope, nope,
traders.
nope.
Yeah. I mean, but it would be nice to like squeeze the life out of a slaver, which is I
True.
think.
That I do agree with that.
But yeah, not. I would hate to see one of you guys go because of it.
Same. So maybe when like we're a bit stronger or have more numbers, we can do something about this. But
Yeah.
us
Or have
five,
political power.
How? There's no
I
one.
still think
There's no
we should
one
create our
political.
own nation.
Yeah, but then you only solve it in the one nation and not in the others.
But
There's
then you
no
can
way to
influence
solve
other
it.
nations.
Yeah.
The thing about slavery, it's continental wide.
Yeah.
It's not just around here. Like dragonborns are captured all around the continent and brought to places where civilized world is building up the biggest. So like some of the biggest cities and the port towns especially, because things are being built there. And what do you use slaves for? Mostly
Hard work.
for hard
Hard labor.
Hard labor.
And
So in the
farming.
more civilized parts of the continent that are currently establishing themselves, this is where slave trade is being focused mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Do we see
If you-
like children being sold off as
Um,
slaves?
Currently, what you see, the 10 that were moved from the ship to warehouse that you saw a little bit earlier, looked all to be grown-ups.
Okay.
But it's not like they are paraded over the docks and brought there. They are loaded from the ship into warehouse. But it's not like they are being brought from one end of the dockside to another one. So it's not like they're being showed or paraded or anything. They are
No,
being
yeah.
held somewhere until a moment where they have to either be relocated or something else.
Okay.
yeah. Now I also, well, yeah, kind of cruel, but then now I just imagine like an egg like in chains. Like as a
Wow, that's
Kind of dark, maybe.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Just a
As far
little
as,
bit.
as far as I'm aware, and don't hold me on this, I think Dragonborn, like most humanoids and humans, are they don't lay eggs. I think, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
So that's the kind of
Google
stuff that
it.
just doesn't make sense to me in D&D. It's like, how the fuck do half of these
Well,
people reproduce?
Yes. Dragonborn originally hatched from dragon eggs as a unique race, combined the best features from dragon and humanoid. So the Dragonborn as a race definitely originated from eggs, but the word originally there implies that they don't in the present hatch from eggs.
All right, we learn something new every day.
Yeah.
well,
What happens when you Google Dragonborn reproduction?
Oh yeah, that could have gone really wrong.
Well, I do get like
Yeah.
reproductions from sets and characters and that sort of thing. I I didn't go to images.
no, that's smart. That's
So, looking for a place to shop or like a place to stay. You have place on the ship if you want to have a night's rest or anything. But you make your way more into town and towards the wall that separates the city from the dock site. And you come towards one of the gates, and it's a little bit huddled here. It's a little bit crowded. People that are moving from the docks to the city and vice versa, with like crates and carts and stuff like that. So you have to slowly get in line while people are being checked by the guards before they are being led into the city. As after about 20 minutes or so, you reach the front of the line. There are two guards there holding weapons like a spear each, and there's a third one coming up to you. That's, good morning, people.
Morning.
You seek passage into the city, I guess.
Yes.
What is it? Business, pleasure?
A bit of both.
Bit of both, yeah.
Bit of both. Which vessel did you hail from?
The basilisk.
Trade vessel.
yep.
Yes.
All right. You don't look like traders to me. Any business on that ship?
We are guarding the ship. We're safety. Well, I'm actually the cook. The rest of them is safety personnel.
You can
All
consider
right.
us mercenaries of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Right. Anything to tell me before I let you into the city? Something important I should know, considering, dealerships we have around here. Anything I need to look out for before you
What?
do something
No.
stupid in the city and I'll have you arrested?
I'm not gonna ask, but I was almost going to ask. What's your drug policy?
Not really.
Not really. We'll behave.
Yeah, we'll be nice.
At least I will behave. I don't know
Well, we'll see,
if the
but
dogs will
we'll
get,
try.
but
I can always behave.
He's very well behaved.
Yeah,
all
ju-
the
I've
time.
never misbehaved in my life ever.
Just looking to
I mean,
up
that's an
the-
exaggeration.
Yeah.
So.
Just looking to up our supplies, and I want to get a fishing rod and stuff like that.
Alright, not a problem at all. Don't let me catch you do anything shady or, consequences.
Right.
Have a good day. As the guards step
good day,
aside,
sir.
the small pillars in the gate it gets opened and you're allowed to pass through into the city proper.
Yay!
And it's a complete difference from where you were on the dock side and where you are now. On the docks, buildings were more dull-colored, browns, blacks, and when you enter the city, it's like you enter through like a portal. It's colorful here. There are like banners hanging everywhere. People are chatting and running around. You see kids playing in the streets. It's like you step from one realm into another. It's a really weird difference to see. You make your way into the city. Just as of note, we just left Quake behind on the ship to make things easier.
Yeah.
He's he joined as he was looking for work as well, so he's probably just helping hauling cargo or something like that. So it's just four of you that just went into the city.
Sorry, I should have clarified, but I'm taking my automatron with me this time.
Okay.
It's not helping
Sure.
with the unloading.
All right. Good to know.
Guardsman.
Oh yeah, that might. Well, is it a problem? Don't think.
No, they let it pass.
Yeah,
They let it pass.
that's a stupid mistake on their
There
part.
are some kids in the street that are just running around and just when they see you guys and they see the automaton, they just stop and gawk at you for a moment, like pointing at it, laughing with each other, and they go like, "Oh my God, look at it! I've seen one of those, Mister." As a little kid comes running up to you, is that you or yours?
It is well, it is mine in a sense, but
Can I touch it? Can I climb
sure.
it? Can I touch its
Well,
horns? As
mm,
he just starts poking it with his finger already.
oh, careful,
Does it
little
feel
man.
this?
Well, it doesn't, but I wouldn't provoke it if I were you. It can
How do I
be quite
provoke it?
dangerous. Like the general himself, he's very capable of defending himself.
General. You mean you
The
mean
Kanir.
guy
General?
by the gate.
No,
Oh, the one on the
Wait,
ship.
General
but
Kanir.
he doesn't look like General Gurf.
No, not Curve. Kanir. The greatest
Who?
Minotaur general ever.
Never heard of him. Is that you?
No. I wish. I wish
As he
it was.
just keeps poking the automaton's leg as he's staring at you with his big bright eyes.
I kinda give the automatron like a little signal to move like his foot a few inches, just to scare off the little kid.
He just automaton, big heavy thing, so small subtle movements, not really his forte, as he
But
just
yeah.
grinds his hoof along the ground towards the kid. As the kid just jumps back with a little bit of fear in his face. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't try it again though. Next time he might step on you.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
dangerous,
unless you're
kid.
into this kind of.
I prefer not to be stepped on, as he steps aside to the side of the street. All right, see you, mister. Thanks for letting me touch your robot thing.
It's an automatron. You damn kid.
Right, kids these days.
Right, damn kids.
How old were you
As-
again?
I'm older than
as
this
one of the
kid.
kids, one of the kids grabs like a stick and starts running after one of his friends again. They
Cool.
run like in an alleyway, just out of sight.
Kids are pretty nosy in this town.
Well, to be fair, an automaton is something not everyone sees every day, so we might get some attention on it.
Yeah.
We might
Yeah,
get some.
maybe.
Can he do some tricks? We can get some money.
I mean, he can throw things like knives and stuff.
Ooh, we can do like a knife throwing contest.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Good evening, Quake. Welcome for
Hello.
joining us.
Thank you.
Haha.
Ooh, what did I miss?
Nothing much.
We left you behind on the ship, but if you want to, you can catch up to the group real quick after you
Yes.
finish your work. All right.
Oh,
So
good job.
as you are messing with this kid, and the kid is messing with your automaton, at one point you hear footsteps behind you as Quake runs up to you guys.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Hey, Quake.
sorry.
Welcome back.
Sorry. I had to help the captain for a bit, but I'm here. Oof,
We're just going.
almost out of breath.
Yeah, we're just going shopping. It's okay.
Nice.
He almost stepped on a kid.
And who's this? I look at the kid.
The kid looks up at you after he was just deciding to like pick up a stick and running after his friend. And he looks up at you. You're almost as shiny as the robot.
It's an automatron.
You're still in summer form, right?
Yes, I haven't
Yeah.
changed
Okay.
yet.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Cool, huh?
Awesome. As he grabs the stick and runs after his friend.
Yay!
Oh, I thought for a second he was gonna poke me, but
Oh, he poked the robot.
Do you respond, sir?
But where shall we go? Because I kind of want to get some fishing gear or maybe some cooking utensils and stuff like that.
I would like to go to the
I mean, I have
blacksmith.
cooking utensils.
Ooh.
Right there, I have a mess kit.
Yeah, that's not cooking utensils. That's a mess kit. That's for one person to cook on the roads. There is actually a thing like cooking supplies or cooking utensils,
Oh, okay.
which is
Yeah.
like bigger,
You want the
bigger.
fancy stuff. Okay.
Yeah, like some pots and pans and a big knife and that sort of thing.
Alright.
I want to be
Yeah.
prepared.
But I would like to go to the blacksmith to see if they can help with the necklace thingy we stole from the Naga.
Oh yeah, that might be a good thing.
There was one fairly close by, right?
Yeah,
Rush
the
one?
Black Anvil is a little bit
Yeah.
closer by than the other one.
Right. So I'm going there. Not sure if anyone wants to tag along.
Sure, I'll join.
Yeah, nice. It's
why not?
probably a good idea to not go on your own in this town. No, just for safety.
They
You
might
have the
kill your
you have the big
wallet.
boy with you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, considering that trouble always finds us, we better split up and see which one's the one who attracts all the trouble.
Yeah, let's.
I think
try
it's
not to
all of
get-
us.
Let's not try to get involved in another murder plot. It would
A
be
murder
nice.
plot a day keeps the doctor away. Everybody.
Well, yeah, because you're dead.
I mean, I wonder what kind of shops are in this kind of town. I mean, it's a militarized city, kind of, right?
Kinda.
Well, it's better.
Kind of
It's
is.
better protected. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of shops they have. Like, I don't
Okay,
think it's
this-
like a tourist location, so.
Okay, this is going to sound weird, but does anyone in character know how much a slave costs?
I don't even know how much bread costs.
I probably would know, but
Go-
depends on the slave as well, I guess.
Yeah,
Can
quality of
you-
them.
What kind of check do we make this?
History.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
That
sure.
makes sense.
Make a history check for me.
Nope,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
explain
Can,
why.
can I?
have
Can I
no
as
idea.
well? Because I've lived in port and I know like stuff that went on in port and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
I rolled a 16.
Apparently, I have no idea.
No, me neither.
Or at least I can't remember.
I rolled a natural one.
No, I rolled a natural 2.
I'm not even gonna roll because Hakan has literally no way of knowing this.
No, true.
Believe
Yeah.
that.
But I have a +4, but
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a
Um,
16.
With a 16,
I mean-
you've traveled around a little bit, and but you probably never really visited a slave market or anything like that. But it really depends on the slave. It's like a housekeeper or like a server. They are mostly cheaper. If you're looking for more hard labor kind of folk, they are a bit more expensive. But it really depends on what someone is looking for and what they're willing to give, especially on markets where there's like bidding going on.
yeah, and
If someone really wants someone, prices can spike up
Yeah.
really high.
Slavery is legal, right?
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
Yes.
in this
Yeah.
world, yes.
then
Yes.
can't you just ask someone, like,
Well-
or
No,
yeah,
even
but
a guard would
Did I
know?
ask in character? I kind of like ask the group like before I do that. The reason why I ask, said Cork, is because I might be able to buy someone's freedom. I mean, it would still like partake in the system, but it still means like someone would be free at least.
Yeah, but I don't
that
think you could let them go free into the world.
No,
Yeah,
if
what,
I,
yeah, what if they catch him
Someone
again
else-
and then we
That's-
just
Yeah.
wasted our money?
that's
They'll
like
just catch him again.
yeah, that's like mopping with an open tap. Sorry, that's a Dutch saying.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still one less slave like living under like horrible circumstances.
Until they catch them again. I mean, it's Dragonborns. It. I
Yeah,
don't.
just tag along.
At this
I
point,
guess.
I don't see a way how to abolish the
There must
entirety
be
of
something
slavery.
we can do.
I mean, you can be nice to him if you buy him and just give him stuff and
Yeah,
make
that's
sure
what
that he
is-
lives comfortably, but I don't
Yeah.
think you can
guess.
actually let him go free. I don't think that will work, to be honest.
In my knowledge, is there like a thing where the Dragonborns can free themselves by working, like it was in ancient?
Yeah, is there a way
or-
to buy themselves free
Yeah,
by working enough years, or
Or
Make
giving them like a sock.
history check because
different die.
the thing is
16.
mostly slave trade is fairly new. It really
Yeah.
only started after the after the few first elders were killed. So it's only been about 60, 70 years or so. It
How
hasn't
long
been
will the Dragonborn live?
in captivity, not that long,
Yeah.
depending on what.
Right, so there's probably no slaves that know the time before slavery, right?
Currently, no.
It's unlikely, at least.
Like
Well,
maybe
16.
through telling of stories like, oh, I had a parent who lived free, or like a grandfather or something like that. But
Hmm.
in their own experience, no, most.
Okay.
Hmm.
I rolled a 16, by the way, history.
Yeah, 14.
Oh, wait, history. Oh, never mind.
There are slaves who live more comfortably than others. Most of the server slaves
Yeah, in the
Depends on the-
houses.
all depends on
in
the
the
master as
houses,
well, I guess.
sometimes they are even free to roam around by themselves. And you can most of the time recognize them from markings that they have in either their clothing or markings on the skin that marks them as a slave that is allowed to roam around, something like that.
Okay.
So,
But a slave that has worked long enough to buy his freedom so far hasn't really been heard of.
Okay. So there's no
Especially-
way that if we buy them to give them like a signed piece of paper that says like, okay, this is a slave that worked real hard and earned their own freedom. There's
you know, but we can.
we can give that, but there's no guarantee that anyone else would adhere to it.
Or we can give them the marking of like.
You
one
haven't
the
heard
slaves.
of it, but you could try and go through legal process and try to create something like that if you so
Yeah.
wish to choose.
But that's a lengthy process, so it's not something that we can do today.
No, but I mean, it is just like me as a player speaking out of character for a
Mhm.
moment. Interesting for our characters to maybe like pursue
Yeah.
over the next 10, 20.
40, 50,
Yeah.
70, 100. Maybe that's our end game. Our BBEG is
Honestly?
Yeah,
the
That sounds more like a life goal
slave
than
trader.
like
Our
a quest.
BBEG is
The
capitalism.
system! It's
Oh,
the
boy.
system!
No, I mean honestly, like having enough money to like free entire groups of people is like a pretty nice adventure goal.
I mean, we
think-
can get like a tribe in the woods, right? And
Yeah.
and I
That's
can't
why we
find
have a party fund, so when we have enough money, we can buy out slaves.
We
I
can.
mean, can we technically like build our own town where our slaves can live free?
Yeah, what's
Oh, yeah.
what's
and
the
then we
movie
get
called?
more than
Yes.
pieces.
We can
The
make-
free
we
town of
I know a place where they can live quite happily. It's sort of like a living forest.
I mean, my forest is pretty fun, but it just kind of occasionally burns down. But you
I
know,
mean, we can also take them all to the Feywild, you know.
Fair.
Oh, that's it. The Free State of Jones. That's basically the same plot, but like in the actual Civil War
Yeah.
of America. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a goal. Notes. New goal. Abolish slavery.
But
Right.
yeah,
I
like
don't
buying
know.
one single slave and freeing him or her or them doesn't really solve much at the
No,
moment.
I think we can only do this really when we either have a place for our own,
Mm-hmm.
so we can keep the slaves there, let them be free there.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna cost a lot of money and
I think
effort.
reasonably we also need to be strong enough to defend our settlement, just in case somebody tries to take them again.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, that as well. We need power, influence, and money. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Especially depending on how many slaves you actually want to free.
Yeah, because then you become a target.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If people hear of our
And that was
actions that were like buying up slaves and setting them free, then
in our
yeah.
village.
Fair,
Then-
but there's also probably people wanting to support us. Probably not the only 5 characters in the world like opposed to slavery.
no,
I know.
but
I know a bunch of lizard folk that would help us.
Right.
I think the tortoise would have helped too, but they're all dead, so that's really not great.
Oh.
no.
I know of some people who might be willing to help, but they might not be free themselves.
Yeah, that's the same for lizard folk, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course. We need a big
If you
revolution.
want to start a revolution, that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, that's
Well,
start
it's
overthrowing-
it's not necessarily a revolution. I mean, people that are close to me are not necessarily free, because I wasn't necessarily free a while ago.
Wait, well you lived in Fort Castra?
No, before Fort
Before that.
Castra.
Oh yeah, Kotos owned slaves, so Moira just
No.
escaped with you.
No,
No.
no.
No, I'm just messing.
Yeah, no, I escaped, and I fled, and I ended up with Kothos.
Ah, right, I see. People like you, or
Doesn't that mean
Yeah.
you're wanted now?
By a group, yes.
Hmm.
But they're very far away.
for now at least.
For now, yes.
And if something were to happen to you, we're always gonna protect you. So
That's nice.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, so that's.
I
a
would
thing.
rather see my big guy melted before I ever let something bad happen to you guys.
That's nice. What?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Thank you, God.
You could always build a new guy. You can't.
Yeah, that's
you can't
true.
build us.
Well,
Well,
and I kind of read
Yeah,
that
good
sounds
night.
something
He
when
looks at his extra arm.
well, technically, we can build hidden error. I show the cat statue.
What? Ooh.
I mean,
This small
we've
cat
been-
statue in.
there does something exist that's called
The form of a
necromancy,
cat.
but, you know.
Oh yeah, that's right. You bought one of the obsidian statues from the one of the dragon statues from the merchant in Fort Castra, right?
Yes.
Was
Yeah.
Hidden Arrow the guy that's afraid of water?
Yes, that one.
Oh yes, I remember him.
Yeah, it was a.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I almost forgot him already.
No, I will never forget that cat.
To be fair, it's
Yeah,
been
he was
2
one
weeks.
cool cat.
So you've
Yeah.
been walking and talking for most of the part as you make your way up to a general goods store that you found, looking around town. Who's up front?
I guess I'm up front with my automaton.
Alright, so you make your way to the general goods store as you go to open the front door. As the door already swings open and a dragonborn walks out and bumps into you and drops like a basket and immediately goes like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," as he starts quickly
No problem.
picking up stuff. I am so sorry, Lord. I didn't see you there. I am terribly sorry. Please don't tell my master. As he just scaredly looks around the weird group of folk that is standing in front of him.
Yeah, I immediately start like helping putting the bread back in the basket. It's not a problem, friend.
No, that's not a problem. No, you don't need to help. Please don't bow down where when I'm near. Please don't do that. As she quickly
Well, I
rushes
want to.
everything into her basket, bows to you guys, and just starts bolting off.
I follow.
You won't tell your master.
I follow, and I want to see if I can catch her like in an alleyway where she's not that visible. It's a her, right?
Yeah, it's a
Is she-
her.
Okay, where she's not necessarily
as
the
of color
visible.
notation, she's a silver one.
Okay. So
I'll follow as well.
yeah, I just want to see that, not necessarily follow in a malicious way, but just wanting to like talk to her in a way that's not threatening.
All right. This is not really stealth. Can you make a persuasion check? In like your
Sure.
body language.
Like, I
I am
can
not sure
imagine-
how.
Yeah, I can imagine it coming off kind of threateningly.
13.
13. All right. So both you and Quake start following her as she picked her stuff up, bolted into the street. You're following her, and she keeps to the main streets mostly, and she has this like very very really normal not she's not wearing like jewelry. It's almost like she's wearing a blanket with a hole cut out of it for her arms and for her head. There's like little stitching, but that's about it. As she looks behind a couple of times and sees you two following, because you kind of stick out in a crowd like a sore thumb. Especially Quake. He's very, very colorful. As she kind of stops at like a roadside crossing, and she just stands there for a moment, and then really slowly starts walking backwards a little bit, and whispers almost over her shoulder as she's getting close to you. Why are you following me?
I just want to talk to you.
Not here in public.
No, that's why I was following. To see if I could catch you in an alleyway or something.
I prefer not to take alleyways, but follow behind about 30 feet.
Okay, and
Or a bit more, maybe a bit more.
Sure.
As she starts walking away again, nervously checking around to see if someone heard. As she walks a couple more streets away, and then she ducks into an alleyway.
Okay. I look behind me if to see if no one like follows us or notices.
Make a perception check.
Perception. That's high. 19.
19, alright. You scan the streets real quick. You see a couple of guards at the end of the street, but they seem to be in discussion with each other, so they didn't notice Dragonborn ducking into the alleyway. She has been pretty covertly
Okay.
managed to duck into the alleyway without drawing really any attention.
Yeah. I take up my water flask, my water skin, and I drink from it and then offer it to her, and I drink from it to show her that it's like that there's nothing wrong with it. And
I'll
I'm
stay at like the entrance of the alley to make sure like no one
yeah.
comes up or as
Sure.
like a watcher. I want to keep in earshot though. I want to hear the conversation, but
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll keep watch.
Let's see, your passive perception is like 15 or something like that, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. She goes, why are you offering me a drink?
Because I didn't like way you responded to my friend. You were so scared, and I didn't like the look of it.
She very hesitantly grabs the water skin, takes a sip of it. Why do you want to talk to me? I don't know you.
True, but I have been in a similar situation as you have, and I want to know more if there...
You don't look dragon folk to me. What do you mean similar situation?
I have been taken from my
Re-
home and have been held captive and made to work.
That does sound similar in a way, yes.
And I just wanted to know if there was something that I could do to help. And I know that I can't stop slavery, but
Yes.
yeah, yet. Is there something that I can do to help you?
I mean, maybe not me necessarily. To be fair, my master isn't that horrible of a person. At least I don't work in a mine. You know, I just do shopping, take care of the kids. So it's not all that bad. Um, but I've heard stories, or well, not stories, but whispers, really, that somewhere in the underground, um, there's a group among the people of the city. You've probably seen, have you seen the heightened tension between the guards? There have been attacks on the warehouse and the slave markets, and there are those here that are trying at least to disrupt the slave trade and free any of us who they can. But that brings consequences with them as well. I probably haven't been able to go into an alleyway like now without getting shit kicked out of me because, you know, they are invisible and we are visible and they blame us for it.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's good that there's people trying to stop it though. But like I said, you don't know anyone or anywhere that this underground is hiding. And maybe this is something that we want to look into.
Well, as far as I know, from things I've heard my master say, there is a tavern in town. They haven't really been able to catch him on anything, but they've raided his place at least once a week for the past few months. But the Whisper Wind, the eastern part of town,
Okay.
they think he has something to do with it, but they haven't been able to prove anything.
Okay. Is there anything you need right now? Food? I have some bandages. I have something food if you might need it.
Oh no, I'm fine enough. My master takes good care of me, you know. A sick worker is not a helpful worker, so I've been fed.
Okay. Thank you. You've been helpful, and I can't promise anything, but this is something that my group feels strongly about, and we've just been talking about it, and then we bumped into you. It was like it was meant to happen, and I hope that we can help or at least do something if the rest of the group decides to do so, but I can't promise, but I can promise that we'll try.
That's okay. Just don't get caught. You seem friendly enough, even though your big friend, he's scared a lot.
Yeah, he's
He
a big.
looks intimidating, but
Yeah, he's a big softie.
But really, I mean, you're in new phase. I haven't seen you in town, so I assume you don't have any affiliation with guards here anyway.
No, we
so
just arrived here today.
just be careful, and maybe keep in mind, not all the masters are bad.
I know.
I mean, as I said, I've been fed. I have a I have a roof over my head. I haven't been whipped in my life so
True,
far.
but you're not free. You can't choose to do what you want to do.
That's true.
Well, are we all truly free? Because I wasn't allowed to live in the woods anymore.
Did you follow as well?
There.
Oh, I'm not there.
I can also imagine how Conla kind of stumbling into the situation.
Just walk.
Just like he's just been standing there for like 5 minutes. He's just like, yeah,
Uh,
Where did he come from?
Yeah.
get away.
As you're having this conversation, Quake, as you're keeping an eye on the street, you see the two guards that were having a discussion at the end of the street. They are walking in your direction.
like
Okay.
walking towards me or just this.
They're walking down the street, but you're kind of, as you're like at the entrance of an alleyway, just looking around. They haven't really laid eyes on you yet, but they are walking down the street in your general direction.
Okay. I'll step out of view of them and try to keep an eye out where they're going.
Right? Can you make a perception check for me?
Yes, I can. 19.
All right.
Nice.
You duck into the alleyway a little bit. Little while passes. As you lose a little bit of visibility on the street. You see the guards passing the alleyway. Don't look towards your direction. Just pass.
Okay. I'll let you exit the street and we'll wait for a little bit until we move out, just so you're not seen with us anymore. Then you have to be.
Okay. Thank you. She walks to the head of the alleyway. Looks around real quick, takes a right turn, and leaves your sight.
Okay. I move up to oh crap, I forgot your name. Ha ha ha.
Fake.
Quake. And I cast disguise self on myself.
Ooh.
Disguised. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because just in case someone did notice that they see someone else leave, to get a different description, so I make myself look like what will I make myself look like?
Something
A
very
half
generic,
orc.
right? Ooh.
Some half orc that's what's the guy from the pub, from the tavern Kothos goes to? That goes to Kothos, the guy. That half orc.
That was a while ago. I
wait,
believe his name was Gillidan?
Yeah, Gillidan. I'll change my face to Gillidan.
Alright, sure.
As to not to make it like different, but
Yeah, his
Yeah.
name was Gildan.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Still a sore thumb in a crowd, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but
we should
something
be fine.
different.
I kept an eye out, so.
Yeah, I
the guards-
know.
The
Just
guards that were close passed by.
just to be safe, and I walk out with Quake. Walk back to the rest of the group.
alright. The rest of the group.
Why were we in front of this general goods store?
Oh, I wanted
Well,
the
that
fishing
needed to
rods.
be- You're not here yet.
Oh.
You probably went in or you wanted to wait outside. I don't know. So
Yeah,
free
I'm
of you
talking
there.
to everybody outside because the one that wanted to go just went away.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'll
we should go
have
to the
you-
blacksmith first.
Well, let's just wait here for a little bit till they return.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure why they ran after the nice half dragon lady, but
That's called a dragonborn.
yeah.
I mean,
Not a
technically,
hell
we've
of a
only
dragon.
been away for like 5 minutes, so it's not like you're standing there for an hour.
Oh,
that's
and
true.
like as I'm like saying, let's wait for them. Like I half
They
turn around, and
return.
you probably already
Yeah.
like turned the corner.
Yep.
Ah,
Ah,
hey guys, welcome.
guys,
You've
welcome back.
probably been standing here for about 10 to 15 minutes though.
Yeah. You guys see a half orc walking up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You see Gillidan walk up to you. The half-orc you've met in Fort Castra.
Wait, Quake. I didn't know you knew Gillidan.
Oh, it's me,
Who?
guys. It's me.
What the hell?
What is your spell save DC?
Well, mine.
Yeah?
Spell save.
This guy
I
self doesn't have a save.
no.
It has, if you want to see through the disguise.
No, it doesn't, because I don't have a spell save DC, because this is a thing that is a furbolg ability, and I don't have
Okay.
a spell thing.
Sure, then
Alright,
I don't
let's
know how
just
to get
keep
through it.
let's keep it on like 8 plus proficiency plus I don't know plus let's do 8 plus your deception modifier, something like that. That's your DC. I guess.
9.
That's not a lot.
No.
Oh, yeah, I see. It's used ill.
Yeah,
I mean, you would only do that if you know someone is using a disguise or if you don't trust it. But
Sure, but I don't trust it. I've seen this man on,
he knows
On
this
the-
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know this
okay.
man from Fort Castra, where we were, and he was very attached to that island, so he shouldn't be
technically,
here.
she only changed her face, right? So all her equipment and the rest of her body still looks like a furbolg, no? Or am I totally mistaken?
I believe disguise selves changes your
No,
entire
you make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends.
Oh, okay.
With the emphasis on look different, so they don't work.
They don't
different,
feel
they
different.
look different.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah.
I see this man that's so attached to the little other island here, so I'm like, something is not right.
No, I just wanted a distraction. Can you guys huddle around me for a second?
Sure.
Okay, so once they
I make sure the automatron is like kind of like
Yeah.
I'd look as
huddling
well.
over us.
once they huddle around
that
me,
doesn't look weird. A huge group just huddling in the middle of the street.
it's fine. And I stand in the I stand in the middle and I dispel the disguise self.
Ugh.
Like 4 of them already had been waiting outside this store for about 15 minutes. So.
Yeah.
But you
Guy
drop your
behind the
disguise
counter is like,
self.
what are they doing?
The
Is
group
there,
hug.
can we spot any guards like while we're doing this?
Make a perception check.
Ah, boy. Wait, perception. Wait, what?
I don't know.
Perception.
That's a whole 6 in total.
Wow.
You don't see any guards.
Right, I think we're safe, guys.
So you huddle around Gillidan / Silmoira as she drops her disguise self. And you hear the voice of a kid. Wow! You look around real quick. You see the kid that had been poking your automaton about an hour earlier again.
Yeah. And I look at him and I go, shh. It's a magic trick, but I can only do it once a day. Shh.
Seems like a bad magic trick.
Make myself look like someone else isn't that bad.
But only once a day.
Yeah. I can, at that point, oh no, I probably wouldn't do that because that attracts attention to me, never mind.
Kid, you want to see another magic trick?
Sure.
Thank him.
At that point, my tusks start to grow and I get way more hairy.
At this point, the kid, the fear that he had on his face when the automaton moves his feet, comes back again, and he screams, and he just starts running away.
I just
Ooh.
want to show him my magic trick.
Okay, let's head into the store, guys, because I kind of want to get this stuff now, and we'll talk when we get a bit out of town.
Right.
We're back to the ship, basically.
Let's let's go into the general store.
I've used my shifting feature for this.
For this day.
For this.
Ah.
It's once per short rest.
Okay. Okay. So I'll buy some cook's utensils and fishing rods.
Cooking utensils.
No, cook's utensils. They should be 1 gold, and fishing tackle it is called, and it includes a fishing rod is also a gold. I've looked it up.
Why would you fish with a tackle? That's just
Tackle
true.
is the stuff you put on the hook to.
I know.
In character! Ah! Sorry.
Alright, so in the store, you meet this nice lady who goes, "Oh, welcome. I was wondering when you guys were coming in. You've been standing out there an awful lot of time. How may I help you?"
Looking for some stuff. I'm looking for some.
I have stuff.
Looking for some cooking utensils.
do have those.
And fishing rods and extras with that, like a kit.
Right. Just one fishing rod, or one for the whole crew, or
No, just one for me. It's for spending time on the ocean doing stuff while on board.
Do you actually have 2? How would those like?
I have multiple actually. Kind of being at a portside town, city. I have quite a few. I have one for each of you if you really insist.
Ooh.
I'll take a fishing set.
Yeah, sure.
We'll make a fishing club.
Yes.
See who catches the biggest thing.
Well,
All right,
Yes,
so a
yes.
fishing rod for each of you. Cooking utensils, you said.
Yeah.
And how much pound of fishing bait you want?
We'll be
How much do you
on
have?
sea for 2 weeks, so
I mean, is it
Indeed.
live bait? Or...
Oh no, it's dead.
Okay.
Or at least it was a lot at some point. But you know.
Just give me a pound and we'll see how far we get.
All right, sure. So that's 5 fishing rods, a set of cooking utensils. You know what? With the 5 rods, I'll throw in a pound of fishing bait for free.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's 6 gold pieces.
I
I'd rather
paid
have a
2.
stick.
I put in 1
Yeah, same.
because I want the fishing rod.
Yeah. I'll Quake and Hakan, do you want the fishing rods or should I?
I'm a very good
No.
fisherman, but I fish with my hands.
Okay, then I pay the extra one for Quake and we'll bring it back for the what's his face? I'll give it to Dingy indeed.
Yes, thinking-
Marcus.
A little bit of a peace offering. I kind
Do a
of
secret fishing club.
wanna if we sit down outside somewhere or we have like downtime, I wanna carve Dingy in the side of the fishing rods.
Oh my god. I mean, you'll probably somewhere around during the day or during the next few days. You do have time for that. to do
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Do you also have like some like interesting stuff for sale? I mean, not illegal, but like some fun things to do on a ship or.
As you say illegal, she goes immediately like, whoa, whoa, I run a proper business
No, no,
here.
no. I said not illegal. I said
Oh,
just
okay.
regular fun stuff.
It kind of depends on what you think is fun. I have a few dice sets.
Ooh.
I have a ivory dragon chest set if you want to. It's
Ooh.
quite on the deluxe side if you wish to you know,
I know someone who
Tarot-
would enjoy that.
tarot cards.
Yes, please. I would love tarot cards.
Wait.
Okay, I've got a set of those if you wish to, yeah. I mean, if we're talking interesting, I run a general goods store. It might probably be the most interesting thing I have. I came by it by accident. Some weird traveler wanted to get rid of it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and wait. Can you guarantee that it's not cursed?
I mean, I've had it for about 3 months now, and nothing bad happened to me so far.
Didn't have like any relatives like suddenly dying horribly or something?
No.
How much do you want
No,
for it?
I played with the deck like a couple of times, and nothing weird happened. So.
Alright. Seems safe.
For the tarot set, I'll ask 2 gold pieces.
Sure.
And
Brilliant.
our little friend here wants a straw hat. Do you have one of those?
I don't have any hats, so you might have to visit a tailor for that. So no, unfortunately not.
Gosh darn it!
General store. Food for a donkey, maybe?
Oh yeah. Do you have any like livestock feed?
Might have to visit like a bakery or something for something like that, or yeah, like they have pulps and yeasts and leftover bread that
Yeah,
they can grind up, maybe.
fair. You're not really good general store though. You don't really have much.
Yeah, you don't have most of the general things.
Ooh, nice.
That's a road deck.
Is it a real deck?
Is there like a magic store in this city?
Um,
Or something equivalent?
there is one. I don't really like the woman that runs it, but she's wacko. But you can find Catilda's trinkets somewhere in the city center.
Inside check. I want to see if they have murderous intentions.
Sure.
Never mind. I rolled like a 5, so I believe she has murderous intentions.
Yeah, you do. She's like sending you to the house of a serial killer.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, Pip, it's a real one.
Cool. Very nice.
I have like 5.
Ooh.
I have a sort of tarot deck, but actually it's a deck of many things.
Oh, please, no. I didn't just
right?
buy a deck of many things, did I?
I'm not. Wow, if you could buy a deck of many things for 12 pieces, that would be insane. No, it's not a deck of many things.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm not giving a level 4 party a deck of many things unless I wanted to destroy this campaign early.
Oh no.
It's like giving a party like a deck of many things. It's like throwing a brick into like a dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dishwasher just fucking dies.
Yeah.
It's like the campaign.
But yeah, thanks I guess for
You're
the
welcome.
rods.
You're
Mostly.
very welcome.
The free bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a nice day. We'll be on our way now.
Yeah.
Alright, goodbye.
See ya.
So, we need to go to the blacksmith
Yeah.
and to the trinket store.
Yeah. I would like to visit both, not at the same time. But
Yeah, I just meekly start following them, looking at all the cards in the deck.
boy.
It's a very finely made deck of cards,
Ooh.
actually. seem to be barely used. There aren't any scratch marks on the cards from like repeated shuffling or anything like that. It looks like a brand new set almost.
Okay, nice.
Wow.
Can I like sense like it's not like magical in any way, right?
You don't sense any magical or anything.
Cool. Otherwise, I could have spent like 10 minutes and looked at it, but not worth it. All right. Yeah, let's go to the. I think the blacksmith is like 2 blocks away, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. To the blacksmith.
All right, you make your way to the Black Anvil, which is the closest by. And you come to this, it's a round building with like an open front where this big fire pit has been built with a couple of anvils beside it. There's like a tanning rack set up, and you see this giant Goliath, his head and arms like almost black with tattoos, hammering away on one of the anvils, working on what looks like this gigantic battle axe as he's flattening out the blades of it.
Ooh.
Morning. What do you want?
Our friend here has a question. The big
Yeah.
Minotaur guy.
I have an item that needs.
As the Goliath looks at you, he's almost on eye level with you. Not that big.
That's pretty big.
As he kind of straightens himself and like his leather apron just stretches over his chest as he kind of packs his muscles.
Yeah, I have this, and I like also like kind of flex a little bit. I have this item that I need repairing, but I really didn't find anyone yet that could that has the skills. And people told me that
Well,
we
then
need
you've
to.
come to the right address. I've got many skills. Hammering,
Yeah.
smashing, blowing, blacksmithing in general, you know.
You
But
seem,
what do you need repaired?
and I take out the wait, what's it called? It's like a neck band of holding.
It's like a neck brace, kind
yeah,
of.
neck brace. Yeah.
I should take it out. He looks at it. That just looks like a wrong piece of metal.
I mean,
What is it jewelry? I didn't really do jewelry.
no, it's more like a set of handcuffs, but for your neck.
Interesting. You're into kinky shit, eh? I can work with it. Bend it straight. No, I'm not sure who you've been working with, but that's one strong lady, I hope.
Well, sort of lady.
Or guy, don't. Might be both.
Or either.
Or either.
I mean, I don't want to be judgmental, but I don't want the lady that can break out of this thing. It looks really
Or
hefty.
guy that can break out of the thing. You don't know.
Yeah. To
I
be
mean,
fair,
I'd rather meet the guy because I could talk with him. Big guy. Always fun to talk with. Have lots of
Talk.
stories.
Sure. Insight check.
Okay.
16.
16. He's kind of like digging his own grave here a little bit. like there's this spot on the table, and he just keeps rubbing in it and only making it bigger. And he's becoming a little bit flustered, and kind of regrets that he even started saying something.
So,
Nice.
well, you're not the one we're looking for, I guess.
I mean, I can repair it.
yeah, he's capable enough, right?
Yeah. Like, there's only one other blacksmith here in town, and he's rubbish, so you can have my business.
Yeah, I heard the same from the other guy.
What? That he's rubbish?
No, that you're rubbish.
I knew he would. I knew he would flip around.
No, 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 no.
Did that fucker really tell you I'm rubbish?
No. Right?
Just kidding.
I give him like a glare. Right?
Can you make a deception check because you haven't actually talked to the guy?
Wait, me or?
Both of you. If you're
Oh.
both talking.
Okay.
6.
Oh
Ooh.
boy. Well, I rolled. Wait, deception, right? Yeah. That's 21.
All right, one of you is messing with me. I'm not sure who. One of you is messing with me. Or I'll have this fixed for you.
We wouldn't
I mean,
mess with.
I'm not sure how yet. Not sure what the material of this is, so I'll have to do some research on it. So give me a couple of days, and I'll have it straightened out for you.
Be in town for a week, so
Yeah.
That should be enough. Maybe 4 days, 3 days. Try to do it as fast as possible.
Hey, and remember, the brain is the biggest muscle.
Isn't the brain a
That's
gland?
And
Isn't the heart a muscle?
No.
wait, I'll,
You know,
I'll start.
I got a
I'll
good
start
one.
working on this. I'll see you folks later, I guess.
A very big shellfish is the biggest muscle.
As he walks into his store with
Wow.
his look of confusion on his face, looking at his neck brace, just tapping away at it a little bit, like, what kind of material even is this? What did I get myself into?
Nice. Yeah, I turn around to the rest of the party and go, that was fun.
guys, I think he's from the other side.
Wait. What do you mean?
From the Feywild?
He can't
No,
save
no,
me?
no, no, no.
He's an enemy.
Like, you know.
I was thinking it. You said it.
No. I think, you know, I like women, obviously. But
I mean,
It's not that
he likes-
obvious.
He likes men, I think, the way he was talking about this creepy shit.
So?
creepy.
That's
Kinda.
quite normal.
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't heard of it much.
I like both.
Huh. I write something down in my little notebook.
It's
Can
not
I
that
see which one of the notebooks this is? Or...
the one with the big Z on it.
Right, yeah.
He has just one book just for Silmoira.
Oh yeah, no, I'm keeping separate, like, well, okay. that's
Separate
literally
files and
metagaming,
everyone.
but- Maybe.
Hey, what are you writing there?
Nothing, just doing research.
Insight check.
Deception.
19.
Boy. I still rolled an 18 with deception.
So,
Well, yeah, just some, you know, personal information.
Okay.
Everyone.
basically making a file. Okay.
Yeah.
You wanna
Just in
know
case.
my blood type as well? My mother and dad's name, you know, everything, where I was born.
Oh yeah, you talk in your sleep, you know.
What I ate for breakfast.
Yeah.
No.
Name of your first pet.
Yeah.
My blood type is cursed.
Yeah, I'm working on everyone's blood type, so I can like, kinda. We'll get there when we get there.
Sounds really shady.
No, it's mostly for medical purposes.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
For purposes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
As long as you're not selling it.
Kitty!
No, I wouldn't. Like I said,
At all.
I'm gonna protect you guys. You know, for your organs. Stuff.
That sounds really creepy, man.
Wow.
Let me. Yeah.
Can somebody
lately.
explain this to me? So one time when I went out and I wanted to do groceries and I didn't have any money, and they were like, "Well, we can't give you anything because you don't have any money." And I was like, "Oh, you just take one of my organs," and they were like, "No, I can't do that." And I was like, "What? So why am I not allowed to sell my organs?"
In my ideal country, everyone should be able to pay with his organs.
I'm gonna sign up for this.
Wait,
We're
what?
gonna sign-
pay with organs. Wow.
Yeah, no, the musical instruments.
Wait.
That too.
You play the organ?
Well,
Oh, this
anyways,
episode. Oh my god, guys.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next shop.
Yeah.
I say it's like kind of like turning around.
Let's get back on track.
Alright.
This is just one of those episodes.
Yeah.
It's the shopping episode, you know.
Oh yeah.
Cork is getting more fucked up by the day.
By the minute.
I'm not sure what is happening, but
No, it's good. I'm still in control.
He was better. He was worse last week. I was like, he was
Still
better.
in
He's better
control.
today.
But there's gonna be a point where you're no longer in control.
Hmm.
Good to know.
No, as long as there's
Alright.
machine underneath. I'm
Yeah.
in control.
Hey guys, by the way, if you since we've now like left the shop, gone to the blacksmith and whatever, I've heard about a fun pub that we can go after visiting the shops. It's called the Whisperwind.
Yes.
Maybe we can
Alright.
like visit it for a drink.
What
Just-
drinks do they have?
Alcoholic ones.
Oh, those are the good ones.
Yep.
I like
Do they
this.
have any more of that mango juice?
We have some more on the ship. We can have that tonight.
Let's
What is
go!
What's the city called again that we're in?
Fort
forget.
Imperis?
Imperis.
Yeah.
Paris, yeah.
But yeah, so let's go to the next shop.
To the trinket shop.
you make your way to a little bit towards the center of town, where you were pointed by the shopkeeper just now, or a little while back, and you find crammed between a few buildings. You see this almost like a little hovel. Little bit of plant growth on the sides, and the roof looks thatched up a little bit. And it almost looks like it's just like an abandoned building. The windows are very dirty and dark. And but there's a small sign on the front door that says open. And you walk up towards it as you open the door. And there's this very musky smell that comes out, and it's very, very dimly lit inside. As you walk in and look around, you see there are shelves with like glass jars with weird colored liquids in them. You're fairly certain that there's like a shrunken head somewhere sitting, but you have to
Why
take
the
a
long
closer look
faces?
to see if it's really that. But from your view currently, it looks like a shrunken head or something. As you walk in, the door falls closed behind you. You hear this voice coming somewhere from the darkness. It goes like, "Oh, welcome, welcome. How may I assist you?"
Oh, nothing yet, just having a look around.
Yes, we're looking for cool stuff.
Before we go in there, can I cast
Sure.
detect magic?
Sure. So it's a 30 feet range. So just before you open the door, this shop is just like seizure-like with magical stuff.
Nice.
Alright.
So you walk in and you hear the woman speaking. She comes out of the shadow, and you're expecting this really old, gnarly-looking woman, but instead you see this half-elven woman, very upright in posture, clean skin, but her robes are like they're green, but there are like leaves growing on it, and she has this like almost Indian-like hat piece with like flowers in it. And looking at her,
Someone else.
oh, I hear that often. They expect an old hag, but no, it's me.
Is she like exuding magic?
The voice doesn't
with your-
really fit the description, so
With,
I'm kind of
with your
like, what?
detect magic still up, Yes, she is emitting a magical aura of some sort.
Okay, of like an illusion, illusionary magic.
Yes.
Okay. I'll keep that to myself for now.
Okay.
Since now that she says, heck, does my character know anything about those creatures? Or
Make a to check for make an Arcana check. Knowledge of magical creatures. 2. You have no idea what a hag is.
no.
Wow.
But I still can't match the voice with this beautiful young woman.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So I'm gonna roll like an.
Yeah, my eyes like narrow.
What do I know? What do
Like,
I-
oh, I
see
just
if
look
can
like
read
this.
or see if this is a disguise of some sort.
Sure.
What do I know about hags, by the way? Because I grew up in the forest.
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana. Arcana.
Inside.
She looks
It's
like a
18. 18.
elf or half elf?
Half elf.
Half elf.
Inside 21.
21. Not matching the voice with the face. Something feels off.
Yeah.
I think I know what's going on because I rolled 18 on my.
I'll say hello to her in Elvish. Let's see if she responds to it.
Let's see. You say hello to her in Elvish, and
Interesting look.
she looks at you, a little bit confused, and responds in Sylvan. Do you also speak Sylvan? I believe you do.
No,
right?
I speak Elvish.
Oh.
Wait. Hold up. Just 1 second. Yeah, what does she say?
You do know Sylvan.
Yeah.
Okay. She responds with, "I don't really understand your accent."
Wow.
Right.
Well, I don't understand her, so I'm like, what?
Oh.
I'll just say in Elvish back, like, you have an interesting look.
She just looks at you confused.
I-
And with
I'll
an 18
squint.
on your Arcana check, what you know about hags is they're fey creatures, and they are normally humanoid. Most of the time, they're not really friendly. They deal in dark bargains. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess my character.
Yeah, not the most trustworthy of people.
Yeah.
And they do have the ability to disguise themselves.
Yeah. But my character doesn't know that. However, he does say in
But
Sylvan.
Hakan knows that about hags. I'm not saying that
Oh,
she's
yeah,
a
yeah,
hag, but he
yeah.
knows that
About
because he was doing an
hags.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to look around and see. Can I? What's the general thing that she's laying around? Like you said, shrunken heads and stuff. But is there like books
There are shrunken
or?
hags.
Shrunken
There aren't
hags?
really any boxes. They're like just shelves filled with glass jars. Here and there you see some potion vials. And most of the things that you see are like there's like a jar just filled with bad guana, stuff like that, like gross spell components and stuff.
Does she
Okay.
have like magical equipment, or just like, got the word for it. Resources? No. Components and stuff.
She has spell components.
Ingredients?
As you're looking around, like most of the jars are like filled with like lizard eyeballs or like bat poo or like any general.
No, like magic shield or a cloak or a weapon. Here, or...
No. But you do see some vials here and there with like liquids in them, like smaller vials. Like most of the jars are like really big and just filled with like random shit. But there's like a shelf with like vials stacked on it with like gold liquids. You see like one has a very fiery color to it. There's a almost see-through one, but there's like blue streaks running through it sometimes.
Okay.
Hmm.
I ask her, what have you got for 10 gold?
What have I got for 10 gold? The kick out the door. Well, and some spell components maybe.
Oh.
How about 100?
100 I can do more for, pretty. I've got potions of healing. I've got other different kinds of potions. I also have these little things. As she walks up to a jar that is like almost half full, like these
Or
grayish sludge-looking balls, and she goes like, "I also have these for you for 100 gold. You can have a couple of those."
What is it?
Eats of refreshment, my dear. Drop them in a pint of water, and it becomes fresh water. Just any pint of liquid, really. You can drop it in urine if you like.
A pint? That's not that much.
No, well, it's a pint, and
Is
a
it
pint is a pint.
Is it reusable? Or is it one-time use?
It's a one-time use, unfortunately. But like sailors on the ocean, if they run out of water supplies, at least you have a pint of fresh water.
Mm.
that's true. Yeah.
Well, if you drink your own urine, it's fine.
What?
Yes.
Guys are a bunch of weirdos.
Can I roll an... Nah, that's a bit too left field.
The balls do give off. The balls do
Magical thing.
detect magic. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of something else, but that's a bit too out of reach.
I'll ask her. I'll switch to common this time. Sorry, I talked to you in Elvish. Kind of a bit presumable of me, but I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you got a weird accent. I didn't really understand it.
Elvish. So I thought.
Oh, I do understand Elvish, but like
I'll
yours
say that
almost.
you look like an elf with the like. I've got the English word, but look. Make sure that I say just look, not I know that she's an elf, but you look like an
Okay,
elf.
yeah, sure.
So,
She goes like, well, thing is, your accents sound a bit Feywildish.
that's
And
correct.
That's
That's my
a
home.
bit different than what I normally speak.
Ah, okay.
So I think there's some confusion there.
But do you have any magical equipment or jewelry, or is it just potions and
Just potions, make 'em myself,
that's it?
and well, you only said 100 golds.
Oh, I have a
I-
bit
I-
more, not much, but
Oh, I have something quite valuable.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's a shard from the moons.
A
Oh.
moon shard.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And
What's-
what
what's
does
the use?
one do with a moon shard?
Well, with a moon shard, specifically this one, as she walks to a small shelf that's behind her counter. She shuffles a little bit, like she looks young, but she moves like an old woman. As she opens a small box where there's like this sliver piece, almost the size of a pen, that is like bright, that emits a bit of bright silvery light. She goes like, "This you can imbue any weapon with the power of one of the moon. This specific shard comes from Lewat, the biggest one in the sky at night.
one-time
And
use.
with it, you can it recharges, but randomly. I've used it once, and it took about 3 months before finally I could use it again, which was interesting."
Does it emit a magical aura?
It does.
Okay. How much?
much?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
how
just about to
much?
ask. How much?
How much?
This specific piece is 500 gold piece.
Whew!
That's a lot.
We have 300 in the party.
Yeah, then we
Well, don't know why I switched to an English accent there, but
I mean, technically, if we all pitch in, we would have enough, but I don't think that would be worth it.
no,
be
I
honest.
don't think so. We'll keep it in mind though.
That would be
Can
half
I-
our
Not a
gold.
problem, dearie. Not a problem at all. Can I interest you in some potions then?
Yes,
Potions
of
of
course.
healing?
The
I've
other
got these little
potions,
fellas.
Can I
The
take
other
a...
potions, what do they do? They look interesting.
This
Especially
one.
the one that's like that's like non-colored liquid with like the blue things in it.
This one, when you drink it, it gives you more resistance against lightning. You get struck by it on accident or on purpose, I don't judge. It won't hurt you as much after you've drank this. Works for about an hour.
Sounds interesting.
75 gold pieces and it's yours.
Hmm.
That's expensive.
Yeah, and it's very specific.
All
Yeah.
potions are expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Which doesn't make sense since healing is like something literally almost everyone can do. But, yeah, no, it's not worth the hassle for me.
I point to another one because I'm interested in those magical things. I don't know what they are. I haven't seen them at all. Could you explain some of the others?
Well, these are, as she points to the yellow and gold liquids that are more abundant in stock. I've got potions of healing. When you drink them, some of your wounds close up. Internal organ damage, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I mean, you look like the adventuring type, so you should be familiar with these. And I also have a couple of these. She picks up the vial with like bright orange liquid. Can you drink these?
Let me guess. Orange juice.
No. Which would be interesting if I wanted to scam you, but no. When you drink these, for a couple of times, you could be like one of those dragon fellas and breathe fire.
How much?
75 gold pieces.
I'll take one.
Alright, here you go, lovely.
Why didn't you take 5?
Because
It is-
I only.
Just try to egg him
You-
on.
As GM2 player, you now own a potion of fire breathing.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Cool. Worth it.
Yeah.
In character.
Out of character, we did get 2 healing potions, right? Who has them?
I have
I
one,
forgot.
and I
I
think
have another one. I have the
Yeah.
other one.
Okay, so you 2 have the healing potions.
yes, and I also have a healer's kit that has 9 uses left.
A potion of fire breath.
Yes. When you drink it, for an hour, you can exhale fire 3 times. It has a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, and on a fail, it deals 4d6 fire damage.
Oh!
On a fail, wow.
Yeah, on a success, it does have.
That's,
1,
Let's go.
2,
Right.
3, 4.
They seem useful, guys.
Aw, I rolled crap.
That's a good investment.
Yeah, that might be handy. Yeah, it looks like I can't really buy anything here. I don't have the money for it.
Yeah, no, same.
Is there anything interesting for
I
me?
mean, you can pay with something
Okay.
else if you so incline.
Oh, finally! Is this a shop where you can sell your organs?
I mean, I can cut them out if you really wish so.
Oh, I can do it myself.
I mean, do you mean like pay with work, or?
No, not
Oh,
necessarily.
something of a trade.
I mean, I have a crowbar that I don't necessarily use.
No, I think we have something for you.
You know, trading crowbar for a potion of healing doesn't really sound appealing to me.
Oh, I know.
Where are the thingies?
Then what do you mean, pay without gold?
Cork, where are the vials?
These files, and I like open my
They
pocket.
were not comment on, right? Put him in the automaton.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
an
You
automaton
put
butt.
it in the automaton, yes.
Yeah.
Automaton butt.
Yeah.
The automaton butt.
Wait, not. I didn't say it was in a butt. You guys put stuff in his butt.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I didn't consent to it.
Ah.
Yeah. So we have these, and I showed them to her.
Very
Body
potent.
empty
Is there like magic coming off of them? Or are they
Of
mundane?
They are mundane. They are
Okay.
just regular drugs.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, we have mango
Pops the
liquor.
bottle on one of them, the cap on one of them, and she sniffs it. Ooh, that's
It's quite
interesting
potent.
stuff. As she closes it up again.
We made a big fish, all squirmy and wiggly. It was
We also
fun.
have
With
mango
one of
liquor.
them, it was potent.
Yeah.
I would
Very
agree.
good.
So, how many of these do you have?
Wait, let me check. I think I have 2 of the vials left, and I have 1 more of the smoking variety left.
Yeah, and I have 1 vial as well.
I have one vial as well.
I still have 5 kilograms of.
Smoke
I'm
stuff.
standing here in the group just pulling out drugs everywhere. I'm like, what the hell? What is happening?
I think you mean 5 grams, not 5 kilograms.
No,
5
no,
kilograms
5
of
kilograms.
smoke.
Onions.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
onions. I thought you were talking about the drugs. I was like, wait, what? Did I really say?
I just grab an onion out of my pocket. And I'm just like, you want an onion? And they just take a bite out of one of them. I'm just like, oh, what is this?
Makes me think of Shrek.
I mean, we
I
have
like
mango
you.
liquor.
I
if you're
like you,
interested.
Turtle Man. You have an interesting taste in humor. I like that.
Ooh, how about? No,
But
I've
you
been-
see, I have
I've been-
4 of those files. I can treat all
Where'd
4
you-
of them for a
where'd you
potion
fi-
of healing.
Oh, that's good.
for
Yeah, sure.
Or like a kidney.
a kidney for 4.
I'll give you a little bit more than a potion of healing for a kidney, of course.
I would rather hold on to my drugs, honestly.
No, I'm trying to get rid of it.
I'm actually kind of curious, out of character.
Yeah.
If she would cut my kidney out and I would drink a healing potion, would it grow back?
No, because a lesser potion, like smaller potions of healing and like lesser spells of healing, don't regrow things like organs or
Limbs.
body parts.
Yeah.
Only higher level magic spells can do that.
Yeah, never mind.
If you have a 20 level cleric in your party, you can start an
Yeah.
organ market and just be like, eh.
Just cast regeneration.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't want to lose your vials, then fine. But is there something lesser that you trade for one of the vials?
And what can you offer?
Well, I mean, like one of the vials. I can offer that, or add it onto something to.
I'll
Like
give
you-
you one of the beads for one of the vials.
One of the what's for one of the vials?
The
Beats.
beads. One of the beads of refreshment. So a turtle here can turn his urine into water.
Yeah, no, I'd rather keep my money then.
It can become very
We just
medical.
drink
No,
it.
it's not your
Never
older.
mind.
Bodies off of us.
I was
It
about
can
to
Yeah,
become
keep my
very
stuff
medical
in.
now, but if she wants, she can have 2/3 of my liver. That'll grow back.
I will need to live her anyway.
You only need
I
one
mean,
kidney,
it's a
right?
delicacy somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah, no.
Chopped
No,
onions
but
and
are you
apple.
willing to buy these off of us? Instead of trading.
I can give you some gold for it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd like to get rid of mine, so...
Wait, why?
What did I say? Four vials for a potion of healing. So
Mhm.
let's see. I'll give you 5 gold pieces for each of your illicit substances.
That doesn't seem like a lot.
That's how much we paid for it. I did say that out of character.
Inside 21, is this like she's trying to rip us off, or?
I mean, how much is a regular healing potion?
50.
Regular healing potion is around 50.
Do I
She's
have a
not
way of
necessarily
communicating?
trying to rip you off, but she is
A businesswoman.
I mean,
She's
you're
the
trying to sell her
businesswoman.
drugs, you know?
And I mean, she doesn't really care that it's drugs. I mean, she has
No, but it's
shrunken
it's
heads
still
on her
illegal
shelf,
goods, you
so-
know?
I mean, there's a reason
So-
I'm not buying anything from this store.
It's still illegal goods, you know?
There's a reason I'm
She's
not
taking
buying.
a risk by buying it off us, so we're taking a risk by even showing it to her.
Mm-hmm.
But
She has the upper hand at the moment, so
Sure.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
really
I'll
want
sell it.
it.
I'll sell it to her. I'll sell
Yeah,
it for 5.
She'll give
Five
you
gold
5
pieces.
gold pieces
Okay.
each. So there's something weird as she hands you the money. Let me quickly check. Yeah, as she puts the coins in your like outstretched hand, you would think that the way she looks, her hands would feel silky smooth, but they don't. They feel really rough and callousy.
so at this point, can I make an what's it called? An investigation check or something?
Sure.
To like recognize this is like a disguise of some kind.
Sure.
Oh, I already know. I just haven't told you guys yet.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious, but
Yeah, but my character is smart, so
Yeah, fair.
big 16. 17 minus 1.
16. I mean, with your check a little bit earlier, with your insight check, something feels very off. Like the way she looks, and the way she feels, and the way she talks, it doesn't match her persona at all. So something is definitely off here.
Yeah.
About, at least about her.
I'd
Like the
to-
potion. So Moira has her detect magic up. The potions that she just, the potion that she just sold you, and the other things, the way she talks about them, what they should do, they give up a same magical aura for the detect magic. So she's not like selling you
Fake
weird
stuff.
She's actually selling you the things that she's saying she's selling you.
Yeah, because otherwise I would have flagged it, or yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would have said something.
Still something is up here. Like, your voice doesn't match your appearance, and you hand me the money.
I jab him in the side,
same. I'm like, dude, just shut up, man.
and I'm like,
Curious, guys.
hey guys, we kind of need to go to the ship. The captain is waiting for us, so let's get out of
Yeah.
here.
I like kind of turn around. Oh, I think my mother is calling me. And I just walk out of the store.
My mother is calling.
I didn't hear her.
She looks at you like she cocks her head, and it's not like a like a smooth motion or anything. She just goes like, she just stares at you blankly. Goes like,
Oh, well, I don't know this.
I
so
can
have
tell
my
you
back
something
to-
else if you like.
I kind of like stop in the doorway. Well, something like what? Say.
No, she's talking to Akira because he
Oh,
started
okay.
like something's off about you.
Oh right, yeah.
What can you sell then?
I take him, grab him by the scruff of the neck, and I pull him out.
And sell you the soul of a weary traveler.
No, thank you.
Nah, we're weary enough ourselves, and I walk out with him by the scruff of his neck.
As you pull out of the store and take a quick glance behind you see
I'll
that like the
apologize to her
disguise
for
is
his
a little bit
rudeness.
fading, like part of her skin is turns a little bit greenish as she quickly covers it up back with a new disguise.
I'll apologize to her for his rudeness before we leave.
I just tell her, well, thanks, this was fun.
Hi, sweeties. Sure, we haven't seen each other for the last time.
That's not ominous at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
we just made
already
a mistake. I think we
outside.
just
Is
made a
it?
mistake,
Are
guys.
the coins that she gave me for my potion? Do they give it magical aura?
I run back in for a second, by the way.
No.
They do actually.
Fuck!
I
what-
knew you guys
what-
were getting
what,
scammed, but I didn't.
What school? What school of magic?
Let me quickly check.
Wait, what did you ask?
The coins she gave me are magical.
Because the thing
Oh.
with magical coins, of course, is of magical items in general,
Mm-hmm.
they don't really tell you what kind of school it is, so it's just kind of.
Well, if it
Well,
is,
detect magic
Guesswork.
does it.
if it is
Detect
like,
magic tells you the
yeah,
school, right?
but if the item that he has the description of doesn't give the school of magic, so if it's like she's tracking us, then it is divination. If it is like fake gold, then it is like what's it? Illusion or something like that.
Let's.
Because that's what I was thinking, that she's tracking us.
So no, it doesn't give a magical aura of like scrying or
Okay.
something like that. But what is best to describe it?
Campaign.
Is it fake
Maybe-
cash?
No, it's not fake. I should test it. They seem real enough.
Okay. There is divination,
I mean,
abjuration,
I
enchantment.
I know what they are,
Yeah, but what it is
can't read them.
weird. Okay.
Yeah.
She didn't conjure them out of nothing?
No, she just like grabbed them from like
A
from like
drawer.
a small chest.
Okay,
or
they're
something.
not changed from something else?
And they're not. It's not all of them.
Okay.
It's just one. It's
One.
one single coin that gives off the aura. The
Oh.
rest are just normal gold pieces.
Okay.
Do you share this in the group or?
Yeah. When
Cork.
once we're a bit away from the hag.
Cork, you can identify magical items, right?
Mm-hmm. I sure can.
I mean, just drop the coins that have met a magical aura, and then just keep going.
No, wait. I want
No.
to see what they do.
Yeah.
I spent
But I
five.
ran
sorry,
back in, by
10.
the way, because I wanted to still ask her a question.
Oh, right,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. As the
Um,
rest is discussing the magical coin.
Yeah, I was just if there was another like magic shop with magical gear instead of potions. Any idea?
Magical. She like run in. She.
Well, not run full speed. But
Well, like the door was closed behind you. You walk back in, and the store looks completely different.
Oh fuck.
Like shelves are like on different places. It's not as musky. It's very well lit, and but it's the same woman that you see like sitting behind the counter. She goes like,
stop
good
for a
day.
second to look.
"Hey, sweetie, how may I help you?"
I stopped for a second to look like, wait, what? Okay,
You
well,
look
whatever.
confused. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Just looks a bit different.
Has always looked like this, but okay.
Gaslighting.
Inside check.
Make an insight check.
18.
18. She seems to be speaking truthfully.
Did it always look like this?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay, no, I'm confused player-wise, but okay, whatever. I was just asking, like, is there another, do you know, do you have any magic shops that sells, like, magical equipment?
Magical equipment? Not necessarily, unfortunately. I do have something if you. I have a cloak of protection if you.
I mean, I asked earlier, you said you didn't have any.
You haven't been here. Are you sure you're okay? I can point you to a temple if you're in need of a cleric.
Wait, what? I've just in the store with my party, like 5 seconds ago.
I haven't seen you in
We
my
bought
life,
some
sweetie.
healing potions and...
Sweetie, you're the first person to walk into my shop today.
Aw.
Schizophrenia.
Okay, hold on a
Dissociative
second.
identity disorder.
I opened the door and I called the party back. Like, guys, can you come over here for a second?
Sure, what's up?
Look,
What's up?
Yeah.
I'll show them the inside of the store and I asked the woman, have you ever seen us before?
No. This is the first time I've seen you folk. I mean, I would remember a colorful group of people.
Okay.
Like this.
We've
Does
been
she does she look like the half elf?
He does.
Okay. Is she still emitting the illusionary aura?
Nope.
Okay, I know what's going on.
Ah. Okay, well, in that something.
No,
really
we've been
weird
in the store,
just
but it
happened
looks
then.
exactly the same.
but-
There's nothing different here now.
You need glasses, Hakan.
No.
Okay, well, I'm sure you have nothing to do with it, but something really weird just happened to our party. But it's fine. Okay, you said you had a cloak of protection.
I do.
How
Yeah.
much?
For a cloak of protection, that's about 400 gold pieces. Sweet.
Oh boy.
How bad is your protection? What's your...
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine is not bad at all, but
Okay.
I want to be super tanky.
Okay, I was like, what's everyone's AC? Because we could chip in with the party fund on this one.
I mean,
I
I've
have
an
a
armor class of
very low
18,
AC.
so
18.
Wait, let me
same.
check.
Or, yeah, technically 16. I'm not wearing a shield right now.
is that the only magical item you have?
Mine is 12. by the
Ooh.
way.
You have
Looking at, I'm not sure how much you're willing to spend, but that's
Yeah.
something of
I
the
have a
only
f-
real things I have in your price range, probably.
Yeah.
As you look around, like there are, because you have a pretty high passive, and Hakan also as well. Hakan needs glasses though, apparently. The thing is, like, no shrunken heads or whatsoever. The glass jars don't hold really any weird liquids. There are spell components still there. The only thing that doesn't seem to be changed is her appearance. And there is still a small shelf behind the counter with a redwood box on it that held the moon shard.
Okay.
The rest of the store just
I'll-
looks completely different. and
I'll
clean.
actually just ask her. Okay, really weird question for you. Do you have a moon shard inside that box? And I point towards the chest on the back shelf behind her.
She rocks up a little bit. And she says, "Who are you?"
I told you, I've been in this store 5 seconds ago. And we asked about if you had any magic items. You showed us that moon shard. You showed us a lot of potions. We even sold you some vials of our own.
Like, per any chance, do you sell these? And I show her the potion of fire breathing.
Should have some of those.
We just
Somewhere.
bought
She
this,
looks
like-
over. As she looks over the shelves and goes like, "Oh, I have another one over here." Yeah.
Let me get 75 gold pieces.
Yeah. Seems like a reasonable price.
Yeah, I bought this one. Can you check your stock? Maybe that one's missing? I
She
bought
like
this one off of you like a few minutes ago.
she like pulls out a ledger from underneath her desk, flips through it a little bit. It's like, I am missing one.
I don't mean to warn you, but I think something strange is going around at your shop.
Yeah.
I'm just standing outside
What?
of the doorway just in case.
Yeah, to be fair, guys, as you are a person that handles any arcane stuff, I think you will understand what I'm about to say. When we came in here before, I had cast a spell to detect any magic because I wanted to see what magical items there were in your shop that might have been interesting.
That feels intrusive, but okay.
It was just to pinpoint me in the right direction for magical stuff. It wasn't like any to steal or whatever. It was pure intent on getting to the interesting stuff. Let me say it that way. But I noticed that the teller behind the that looked like you had illusionary magic on herself, and I think it might have been some creature that illusioned herself to look like you to sell
There were
stuff.
all shrunken heads inside and huge jars of weird components. And
Yeah.
it was a lot darker in here and not as well lit. And
And
that's why I was so confused when I entered, because
yeah,
I was like, wait, what?
She asked for our organs in exchange for magical items, and
Are we still in the store or not?
yeah,
Yeah, we're telling this to the shop.
to the teller to like warn
Yeah.
her. And she gave me a coin that exudes a magical aura in exchange
So,
for something that I sold her.
You might want to investigate a bit, because I think there's something strange going around your store.
Yes.
Someone is impersonating you with the magical effect and selling your stuff.
And I don't think it's only this shop.
Alright, guys, I will
when-
explain it to you. I know this. I know how this works. This was a hag. I don't know if you've ever heard anything about hags, but this was a hag.
Yes,
didn't
I
wanna
have
mention
heard
it
about
'cause she would've
hags.
murdered them.
No, I haven't heard of those.
I didn't want to mention
How
it
is the
while we were in
shopkeeper
the store.
responding to all this? Is she just sitting there listening to us, or is she like...
Yeah,
like, what?
she's like very intently listening to like the explanation that Silmoira was giving.
Yeah.
And you say like something about a hag. She looks confused, not really scared. You would expect someone hearing the news like a hag is impersonating you would like really shock a person, but she doesn't really look frightened or something.
Yeah.
At least she doesn't give away that she's like scared, and she goes
She's
like,
probably skilled, being able to
um,
pick up items.
that's an interesting theory. Sure.
Well,
And I
I mean,
think,
I'm senile, so who cares?
to be fair, I
Look,
think
there's no point in me lying to you, telling
No.
you this, so...
there was something she said when we left though that's bothering me, and she said something along the lines of "This won't be the last time I'll be seeing you." So I think she might be doing this to other shops as well.
So she's just like teleporting people, or...
Maybe that's what the coin is for. So she knows where to pop up if we enter a store.
But you said
would be
that she
divination
just
magic.
gave you the coin, right?
True.
Yeah, we sold her some vials, and she gave us money for it in
Maybe,
return.
can you figure out what this coin is? Maybe. For
Yeah.
us?
I can try to identify
Okay,
it. Sure.
I hand it over. And I think at this point my detect magic is about to fail, so.
Yeah, but you
somewhere
probably
around
kept it
there.
apart from the rest.
She checks over the coin. She walks up to one of the shelves, grabs a pearl of it as a combo for casting Identify, and she ritually casts Identify on it. Oh, that's interesting. That would have been a very expensive potion you've bought earlier, apparently. This is a coin of devouring.
What?
I should leave it in a coin pouch. It eats your money.
Oh my.
As she clinks it on the counter, I wouldn't keep that.
Well,
No.
I would.
In a different pouch.
Yeah.
Different pouch. Yes.
Oh, I have an idea with this. I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna like Zil is actually like really excited about this.
You seem very
Gonna bully someone.
enthusiastically
But-
about new like this. I don't really want to know what you guys are up to.
Well,
Well,
Plus,
Maybe-
plus we-
if the coin of devouring, does the money just go away, or does it go somewhere else, potentially towards the hag?
As far as I am aware,
yeah, does it destroy the money, or does it transfer?
it disappears. But where it ends up, or if it's destroyed, I don't know.
Okay.
I have a great idea. Allow me to elaborate. So what if we just get a lot of money, then we put the coin next to it, and then we solve inflation?
I guess.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I read it in a book once.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, to be fair, you can screw someone
You-
super hard with a coin like this.
yes,
Yeah.
I
let's
know.
Definitely hold on to this.
Guess
Yeah,
who?
this sounds like petty revenge, and I'm
It's
I'm all
also-
for it.
Didn't you guys also get a coin? And I point to
Oh yeah.
our Minotaur friend and Akira.
Did you sell
Um,
stuff?
Yeah,
I
didn't
think
you
so.
also?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you also have
I
a coin?
also
Then?
checked my pocket quickly.
Yeah.
When you walked out, everyone, only the coin that Moira had paid.
Ah,
Okay,
Okay.
right.
good.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Sorry I couldn't buy stuff. I hoped there would be some magical items for me, but it's a bit out of my price range. But at least now you have more information. I don't know what you want to do with it, but good luck.
yeah.
Thanks.
Shall
I'm
we?
not really sure what to do with this, but I'll keep an eye out for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's probably gonna happen again. So, and she's apparently selling your stuff because you're missing stuff now. Well, let's just go, I guess. Sorry for bothering you.
Good luck
Have
on
a
your
good day.
adventures, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
don't forget your coin as he flicks the coin towards one of you.
Yeah, I put it in another pocket, like an empty one.
Yeah. That's a
Okay.
good idea.
While we walk out,
While you
I
walk out,
I
Yeah, the
have.
moment I step out of the door,
Wait,
I
wait,
like
no,
peek back in for a second to see if it changed again. I'm just this confused me so
close the
hard.
door, open it really quickly, still the same. Close it again. As
Oh.
she calls after you, like, did you forget something? Okay, bye.
that's
Okay,
remind me so much
bye.
of Monster Inc.
Yeah,
On that
no,
note,
the witch in what's it? Brave.
Right.
on that note, we're gonna take a break.
Sounds
Yay!
like a plan.
And
Hyped.
Welcome back, everyone. We just left Tilda's trinkets after our curious encounter with the shopkeeper herself. What do
Fucking
you wish
hag.
to do? I'm not confirming or denying.
Well,
You want to go to the inn, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
sure.
we can go to Whisperwind. Whisperwind.
Whisperwind. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Whisper.
I'm always up for a drink.
Yeah.
There was there was something there,
You know what?
right?
This one is on me.
Well, while we
Ooh.
walked there, I explained to them why I walked off after the Dragonborn, and I kind of do it like hush hush, like trying not to draw attention to us. In saying, like, yeah, I kind of wanted to get a little bit of information on this because she said that there are people trying to free the slaves here, which got me interested. And she told me that this place is rumored to be a place that helps. And I was just curious to see if we could
You gotta be
assist
careful
them in
though,
some
because apparently
way.
the guards have their eyes on it. It's been raided
Yes.
like once a week for the past month, so...
True, but that's why I wanted to go there to just have drinks and not go there with the goal of like infiltrating and immediately doing anything, but just going there and seeing what's up.
So, drinks on me. At
Yes.
least the first round.
Right.
Sure.
You make your way to the western part of town where the Whisperwind is to be located. Walking through the streets. It's becoming a little bit later in the afternoon. You've been walking around the city for a little bit now, doing some shopping and stuff like that. As you make yourself to a rather cozy-looking tavern. Two big front open windows with brown curtains closing off a little bit from the outside to the inside. They are still open enough that you can see in, and you see this on the inside, very cozy looking. As you walk through the double doors, excuse me. As you walk in, there's a single bar on the opposite side of the room. There are tables set up with chairs with like brown leather bounding on them. It's not very busy at the moment. There are like 3 or 4 people like sitting at tables, like sulking in their own drinks, having a bad day. Looks like. And there's a man standing behind the counter who's like, he looks a bit bored, and it looks like he has been cleaning the glass that he's cleaning right now. Been cleaning it for about 5 minutes with a dirty rag, really making it worse than better.
Hogshead.
And he looks up at you and he goes like, and he's regular human, short, back-cammed, brown hair, little bit of a chin beard. He looks up at you, puts down the glass, puts both his hands on the bar. Good afternoon, folk. Take
Man
a
behind.
chair. And
That behind.
I'll
calendar.
be with you in a moment.
Sure.
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 As he like pulls up his nose a little bit and spits out whatever came out of it on the floor. As he like searches for something like a pad to write on, walks up to you as you seated at your table. All right, what can I offer for you today? Ale.
I'm like spreading out the cards on the table and like shuffling them and doing whatever to try and look professional with the cards, just piquing an interest. And then
Yeah. Well, 1 ale, please.
yeah,
Ale.
here as well.
I'll take an ale as well.
Does he react in any way to the automatron, like standing next to the table?
No, not really actually. He just
Okay. Interesting.
He just looks to be happy to have customers. Really. Even though he doesn't look happy, he just looks like grumpy and bored.
Yeah.
But at least there's someone here, you know.
Yeah.
Like all the other ones are like sulking in their probably the first drink of the day. And as you walked up to the tavern as well, like other places, there were people like zooming around it, and like the front of this tavern, like no one really bats an eye towards it.
That's good.
Right,
Quick
so
question.
5 ale it is.
Yes, yeah.
All right.
Quick question. Did we see many guards on our way here?
Make a let's do a hindsight perception check.
Hindsight.
Make a hindsight check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad it isn't Blades in the Dark.
Can I have something stronger, by the way, than an ale? I need
Hey,
something.
if
I
it's
need
an
a point.
hindsight check, then it's a history check.
Technically, yes.
Well,
I need
investigation
something
or
Stronger than an ale.
perception? That's 15.
15?
Yeah.
Wasn't really hiding in plain sight, but as you walked up, like on a street corner a bit further away, there was a single guard, like sitting on a small wall, looking like he was just like cleaning his sword or something, but keeping a very stern eye on the tavern.
Right.
And he goes like, yeah, I've got something stronger, sure.
Yes, please.
Well, I've got the regular ales. I've got stronger ales. If
Got
you want to get
whiskey.
really weird, I have a bottle of Scorpion Weed Reserve.
Sounds very interesting, but
It's our first night here, so maybe not
yeah,
go over.
first
I'll,
night here, so
I'll just keep it on whiskey for you then.
thank you
Ease
very
into it a bit.
But it's 4 ales and a whiskey. All right, bring it right up to you. Walks to the bar, grabs a couple of glasses, among which the one he was cleaning a little bit earlier, pours a couple of ales, grabs a bottle of whiskey from one of the shelves. Looks like it didn't have a cap on it or anything, so it has just been standing there, opened up. Pours it,
Oh,
brings it
boy.
to your table. It's like, all right, here you go. That's a single gold piece for you.
There you go.
Hey, how's business here? Because we're like traveling, but we might be like looking for a place to stay for a few days. Like,
Oh yeah, business booming. I've got, as he looks around a bit, including you, 9 people. So yeah, fucking great.
you seem a bit salty. Why is that?
Those fucking guards have been keeping an eye on the place.
Yeah,
For
I
no
noticed.
reason.
Well,
Oh, that's weird.
Can I roll? Since
Inside?
Zil told
Inside
told
check.
us story,
Yeah, I
can
wanna
I
roll
roll
ins-
inside check?
Yeah, sure.
14.
14? I mean, in a way, he is telling the truth. Guards have been keeping an eye on his place. He's not lying about that. You do notice there's like a thing in his voice that says, like, I know very well why they are watching my place, but I'm not telling it to you guys.
Yeah, because he doesn't trust us yet. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're the new folk in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know you.
Hmm. Are you interested in a tarot spread?
Does it mean? Not sure what it means.
Oh, predicting your
You're playing
future.
cards. Do you play cards?
Yeah, predicting your future.
All right.
Um,
You know what? Tell me.
Can I do a sleight of hand? Like a pre-sleight of hand.
Ooh,
Sure.
nice.
Oh, you want to fix his reading?
Yeah. I wanna.
All right.
I wanna try and because I know that there's a card in here. Well, I could do it with any card basically. I can fudge it. That means a deception instead.
Sure.
Since goes no tarot, probably. So.
14. I wanna I like spread out the cards and I shuffle them and I take out a card and I show it to him.
He grabs a chair and just sits on it with like his hand, with like his arms over the back seat of it.
Yeah, and I say like, yeah, this card, this is your past card, and it is like bad luck and a hardship, but also a little bit of deception. And I look at him and try to like make him know that I know something without making him know that I know something.
Sure.
So without telling him.
Are any of the other customers looking at us, by the way? Or are just
No.
keeping or
No.
They are completely ignoring
Okay.
you guys.
And then I take out another card, and it is okay, the card I actually took out was the Hanging Man, which is
It doesn't really look good now, does it?
well, it doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It could mean
What bad thing? The guy's hanged. That seems like a bad thing to me.
not by the neck.
Hanged.
Not by the neck. He's hung by a foot. It could mean a new beginning. This could.
Okay.
This
That's
could.
how you hold a
Sure.
baby when he's born, right?
In
I'm
your
not sure
world,
what you
yes. This
I'm not
this
sure what you do to these man. But...
this could mean a new beginning, a fresh start. And then I take out the last card, and it's a heart. And it's like, it's gonna be a struggle, but you're gonna get help. And I look at him.
Interesting. He just like pulls up his nose again, spits it on the ground. Alright, that was fun. Beautiful looking cards.
Yeah, I just bought them here.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, like in town.
yeah,
Yeah,
in town,
of
in
course.
town. And
Yeah.
I give him an extra gold piece, and I'm like, you're gonna get help. And I like hold his hands when I give him the gold, and I look at him intently.
Well,
Just
we,
looks around the bar for a moment. Close up at 11. Can be late.
Sure.
I won't stay long.
Okay.
He whispers it, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, below his voice, and he just stands up. Alright, Missy. Beautiful cards.
Yeah.
Not really sure what they're supposed to mean, but...
I'm still learning.
I mean, you could have probably told me anything with those, so, you know. But, you seem like an okay fella. Well, not fella. Of course.
It's hard to see with the fur sometimes.
Yeah,
Fair.
can I get you another round?
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Alright, another round coming up.
Yeah.
I'll use the clean glasses these times.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks.
you very much.
Next round he's putting on the table. Those glasses aren't clean, man. He doesn't have any, probably.
Well, I mean, if you put ill in it, it'll probably clean out eventually.
I like gather the group on the table. I'm like, he asked us to be here at 11
We can
tonight. You know that coin the witch gave me?
do that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to give it to one of the slavers to at least not be destructive, but
Disruptive.
disruptive. Yes,
We need to find a rich slaver for it to work.
yes, definitely.
Well, do you know where the slave market is on this island?
Well, we know where the slaves are kept.
We can ask him that if he's gonna
It's
help
one
us.
of the. It's not necessarily one of the guys on the
mean-
ships because
we
they
can-
just transport them. But I think the one that sells them might be.
I mean, I'm speaking in a hushed voice now, but
Mm-hmm.
can we maybe save
Stage
the coin
whispering.
for this evening and maybe like
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
a
yeah. No,
plan.
I didn't mean do it like right away. I meant do it tonight
Oh, yeah,
or
okay,
ask
yeah.
it tonight
tomorrow. Yeah.
or tomorrow or like talk about it tonight.
I mean, how hard would it be for someone to take gold that's already greedy and selling people?
How are we gonna explain how we got the coin though? That's a whole story in itself.
He doesn't need to know.
He doesn't need to know.
Yeah, okay, but
I also turn to the automaton and go, oh, set the alarm for 10:30, please.
Yes.
Like his chest opens up in like this diaphragm, like this round. I want to say sphincter, but that sounds dirty.
It's
It opens
aperture.
up.
An aperture.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. Let's not call it a sphincter. That's
Yeah,
the-
no, that's.
I
It
mean,
opens
you
up and there's
can.
like this like clock-like mechanism, and you see it gets wound up in circles as it sets itself, and the aperture closes again.
Good lad. And I give him a little, like, pat on the shoulder.
You see Hector. You've learned his name earlier from the Dragonborn girl. Look up at it for a moment, like at his chin beard. Starts cleaning the glass again.
Alright.
Same glass.
No,
Yeah.
no, one of you is drinking out of that currently.
Oh, right, yeah.
Could I have kept an
Um,
eye out for which glass it was?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Shit. 21.
21.
Yep.
It's corks.
Okay.
A good thing I didn't roll for perception, so I don't notice.
I'll keep it to myself for now.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm just happy
Is
it's
there
not mine.
anything else you wish to accomplish today before you come back to the Whisperwind for the night?
No, not really.
Check on the ship, maybe. Help with the dinner preparation stuff.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Right, so you have a little dinner on the ship. Holden thanks you, of course, for it, and he goes like, "Hey, you spent the day in town. Anything? I mean, it's not really my business, of course, but
Well,
are you still planning on going with us to Port Bente, or did you find different transportation?"
No. We're still planning on going with you guys.
When are you guys leaving exactly?
We'll leave in well, it's the end of the first day, so that's about 6 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we plan to stay about a week.
Plenty
So,
of time.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably.
Yeah, I'm
pop
just
in, like,
asking
in a few
because
days.
because of resupplying maybe some of the food stocks, depending
probably-
on if you're going with us or not.
We'll probably pop in like one of the days and let you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
We can always get our own supplies, you know. You don't have to take care of us that much.
yeah, we're pretty.
I mean, it's only a small percentage. There's only a couple of extra mouths, so
Yeah, but
Okay.
still, you're already transportation for us, you know.
Hey, and thanks
normally
to you-
Normally transportation isn't free, so...
I mean, you've helped us quite a bit as well. So
Yeah.
That's true, that's true.
True.
What are you guys planning this week, actually? What are you gonna do this week in town? Anything planned or?
mostly work. You know, loading and reloading cargo. But I'll give the fellows a couple of days off at the end of the week before we're sailing.
Alright.
So, you know, hit the taverns, hit the brothels, whatever they like, because it's going to be a long journey, of course.
I hope you have some fun. You guys
Well, we
deserve
hope
it
so too.
after the interesting journey.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
probably a interesting journey ahead as well. So.
I hope not as interesting as they've been the last couple of days.
Yeah,
I
that's,
hope it's not so as well. I've seen some
Yeah.
weird shit.
Yeah.
I mean the Naga was interesting.
We
Still
can.
waiting for those boots.
I'm not saying things weren't interesting. I'm just saying, a calm journey for the rest of the way would be pretty nice.
That's fair.
True.
Let's hope so.
I guess at some point my automaton started like vibrating and like chirping.
Yeah,
I mean, are we?
yeah,
Are we
you start.
how late?
Chirping, yes.
How late is it exactly? Are we going to stay here until closing time, or I don't even know what time it is?
Oh, we
Currently, you're talking with Holden over dinner, so it's around between 6 and 7.
Okay.
Also, I feel like we should probably not tonight probably, but maybe one day this week visit the old lady from the magic store. Something weird going on.
Old lady, she's pretty young.
You you bring that up
Just
now?
realizing.
Yeah.
You know, we've kind of already talked about this, right?
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, okay, to be fair, Cork didn't roll like an inside check to see if she was like a hag or something, so. But, I don't know.
told you.
Well, yeah, you tell me many things, old man. But not
Have
all
I
of
ever
things
been
make
wrong?
sense, so.
I've never been proven wrong.
That's true. Yeah,
I've
I
also
guess
never
it's
been proven
true.
right.
Wait, actually, let me check. And I start, like, thumbing through my many, like, little writing
Notes.
pads. No, I don't think you have, actually. Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess,
You guys just want to wait here until
yeah,
closing time?
Yeah.
there's not
Let's
much
just have
we can do,
run.
so.
Captain, is there something we can do for you right now?
I mean, not really. Crew has it pretty much handled, so
Alright.
Right, so I guess around just before 11 or I at least, head towards the Whispering Wind. Whispering Wind, right?
Whisper
Yeah,
Wind.
I'm joining as well.
Yeah, same.
whisper.
I mean, are we still there? I'm
No.
so confused now.
Okay,
No,
we went
we
back to
went-
the ship to have dinner, and afterwards we go back to the Whisper Wind.
Oh, I thought we just had dinner there. I was like,
No, we had
Oh.
dinner
I'm
with
at Captain's
Captain.
place having dinner.
No,
Okay.
it would have been weird to stay there, like, until closing.
That's why I was asking, like, why are we staying here? But I was totally confused.
Yeah, we
Okay,
are.
I got it now.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fun.
We're talking to the
We're
captain.
talking with the ship captain.
Yeah, I thought he just walked in and came to sit at our table. I was like, okay.
No.
No.
Alright, so your automaton starts making sounds as it's 10:30. You start making your way back towards the Whisper Wind.
Once we get close, I want to keep an eye out for guards that are like looking at us or following us or whatever, because we're
Yeah.
walking back to the tavern. That's under
Yeah.
investigation.
In preparation of this, because we are going to stealth, I will take off my armor.
Smart.
Are we going to stealth?
Well,
No, just keep an eye out.
fair. Yeah, okay.
I had a perception of 20.
I rolled a 19.
I see jack shit.
Yeah, same. I don't even roll for it. I see
Right.
jack shit.
As you come up to the tavern, you see Hector closing up the front door at around 11. Turns around and make eye contact with you and just walks away, completely ignoring you. As you're looking around with your 20 and your 19, because that was pretty good, you do see sitting on a low wall with there's like chicken bones and stuff on the ground. He looks like he had dinner there and had just been stationed there the entire day. The same guard. You also notice that a bit further up the street, sitting on like a small rug, hood over his head, looks like a beggar, who has also been eyeing Hector as he came out of the store, out of the
I-
tavern.
I won't like call out to him, but I'll just like keep walking past because I know the guards have their eyes on us. But I want to look where he is going. Like, is he walking away from the tavern? Is he going around the back? Or...
As you fall a little bit from a distance, walks like block before really doing anything as he turns into an alleyway. You've been checking, don't see, after he closed up, you see guard leaving his post and just going back into town. You do notice that the beggar follows you though.
Follows us.
Hector just goes around the corner, takes into an alleyway, and basically backtracks towards the tavern to a back entrance.
I'll notify the group on there's someone following us.
Alright.
Looks like a beggar, but I'm kind of suspicious.
Might be security.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like a guard or something.
Or
Um,
for the
You
group.
could just tell them that we spotted them, so... ask
I
them
don't,
what's
I
he
don't, I
doing.
don't know. I don't know if it's a guard. That's the whole
No,
point.
might be
You can just...
might be from
Alright.
that group.
Maybe.
What group?
Well, let's. He has his eyes on us, right? He
Yes.
can see us, the beggar.
Yeah, he is following you. And he's
I-
trying to be stealthy about it, but your perception was really good.
Right.
How far away is he from us?
About 50 feet. He's following at a little bit of a distance.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna turn around.
I'm like just instantly turn around and look him in the eye, like hello.
Yeah,
Not saying anything, but just looking straight at him.
yeah.
He stops in his tracks. And he has his hood like far up, so you don't see his eyes or anything. You do like he has a very big hood, and looking at the shape of his head, it looks like he has some sort of elongated nose actually.
Like a dragon
I'll just
bone.
keep looking at him
What
until
is
he
that?
does something.
He just keeps staring back at you.
I'm okay. I'm gonna say I give you a silver piece to F off.
Doesn't say anything.
Alright.
And as you're like staring at each other for about a minute or something, you hear a voice behind you. Oran, leave the guests alone, right? Just come on. We have
Oh,
things
he's
to
with
talk
you.
about. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay.
with me.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. I thought he was like someone.
City
Not
guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's the guy that watches us.
Ah.
Makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is the guy
come
that
on.
watches the guy that watches the tavern. Okay.
Exactly. Now, if you would follow me inside before someone who's
Yes.
watching us actually catches us.
Mm.
As he walks to the back of the tavern and opens a back door into what looks to be the kitchen, or whatever can pass for a kitchen, as there's like a single stove, pretty pots and pans everywhere that haven't seen real use in probably a couple of weeks. And he goes as he walks to about the middle of the kitchen. As he taps with his heel 3 times on the ground, you see the dust settle a little bit as a trapdoor opens.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'd say in character.
Yeah. As
And
as
you
I-
see-
This technology.
The thing is, you see from the trapdoor a person staring back at you, nodding, and walking down the stairs. Not technology, just someone opened the trapdoor for you.
Okay.
Right. Well, I'm like I imagine like while walking through like the kitchen, I cast mending on a few of the broken pots.
Oh.
Doing the best I can.
Cuteness. See, you are a big softie.
Maybe. But I also like to replace my arms with robot arms.
Fair.
I mean, you can do both, right?
Yeah.
Self-improvement.
Well, you can't be a softie if you're made out of metal. But...
Hey, I'll just start walking downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make your way downstairs into a cellar type area. And it goes down quite a bit. As it opens up in a big round chamber, you hear some water trickling. It's pretty well lit with torches, and you're in kind of a cistern. You see a couple of folk with all in kind of this same dress as Moran is, the figure that had been following you. Pillars holding up the ceiling, there's water running through the chamber. And there are people whispering with each other as Hector walks up to you and says, "Alright, you said you wanted to help?
Yep.
You can help."
Yes.
Yes.
You've already met me. My name is Hector. This is Moran, as the figure drops his hood, and you see this man is actually a lizard folk.
Ooh.
However, you see
I
that
was like, do I recognize this man?
you do not recognize him, but there is something interesting about him. Why basically he didn't really talk back to you or anything. Part of his like upper jaw and on the right side of his face looks completely crumpled in, as if something just forcibly had bashed his head in.
Ouch.
He can't really open his mouth or anything. Like he grins for a little bit, but like only one corner of his mouth goes a little bit up, revealing like 2 leftover teeth that are still in his mouth. And he just
It's quite eating.
yeah, he has.
Right.
I'm definitely willing to help. Now I see that this was a folk fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
The name is Kira, by the way. But people call me Tusk.
I
Yeah,
can
it's
see
more just
why.
a bore.
I can see that too. Interesting.
My name's Moira.
Wait.
People call me Cork.
Right.
Hey, Makan.
Oh. Yeah, he's here as well.
All right. Well, as I said, my name is Hector, and we are the children of Iramen. We are a group, and we wish to free those that are children of great elders.
Yeah, I've lived with many of the children of great elders. Especially the kind your friend is from.
And
So,
Yeah.
what brings you to Fort Imperos? Is it? I mean, we've been trying to at least be secretive about the things we do. So, how did you come in contact with us?
we've been passing through, and
Didn't
we've
catch her name, but a silver dragonborn.
yeah, a girl. We ran into her in the street, and she was so flustered that I wanted to. And we'd been talking beforehand because we've been seeing the slave trade, and it's something that we feel very strongly about
It's
abolishing. But yeah, there's just no way that a small group can do a big thing like that. You need multiple people, and it's very hard to do. And when we ran into her, I decided to talk to her covertly. We managed not to get seen. At least I'm 99% sure we managed to not get seen. And she told us about this pub. She only knew that the guards suspected this pub and that there were whispers. She knew nothing more, and we just decided to come here to see if there was anything we could do to help. And we've actually come in possession of an item that might be able to help a little, but...
Now that is interesting to hear.
It's not
But if
big,
the-
but
It's-
it will disrupt the slave trade here.
A little bit, yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, for quite a bit actually, if we do it right.
Yeah.
If you can do it right, you can upset a lot of the slave traders here. Yes.
At least the biggest one, if
Yeah.
we can.
Is there like a central bank?
Central bank for slave traders? No, I am afraid not.
Is there one that has like a really big bag of gold or a really big chest of gold?
Or big home fold or something?
Yeah.
Think largest buyer. It would be Overseer Hogak. Sorry, not with an R. He owns the diamond mines on Deus. And he basically employs any available worker if he can.
Wow,
Okay.
alright.
Well, we might have an item that will disrupt his whole system, probably.
Well, at least
Yeah.
his
For a
financial,
while.
at least his financial system.
Yeah, for a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
while. Shall we just tell him?
Yeah, I think so.
Trustworthy
We
enough.
we
what-
came in possession of a coin called a coin of devouring. In other words, that one coin will eat all the other coins if it comes in contact with it. So all his money will just poof
Get numbed.
disappear.
That does sound interesting.
So we can make his personal situation a lot harder. Or a bit harder.
Well, at least for a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only think of a single problem though.
Mm-hmm.
This coin does not disappear, I guess.
No.
No.
No, it will be the last one left.
This man owns veins upon veins of diamond.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just make more.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Maybe-
he needs to have money. He needs
To
to
make
invest
money.
money to make money, right?
He needs to
So if
pay.
you
Well,
make
he
all the
already
money
owns
he
all
has
the-
disappear,
But he already has all the stuff, right? You can just borrow money from other people.
True.
yeah, but usually people want like assurances that you can pay him back.
I
And
mean,
if
no,
he
I
has
just
zero gold, then you know.
I mean, what I just ended up doing to get my money is that I just told this guy,
Yeah.
you know, if you give me 10 gold, then I'll give you 15 gold. And then I went to this other guy and I said, hey, you can give me 10 gold and I'll give you 15 gold. So I go back to the first guy with the new 10 gold that I have. Is I give him 15 gold, the 10 gold I got from him, and then the five of the gold that I got from the other guy, and I just pocketed the 5 and then I left.
My brain hurts.
Think
You're not
that's
the only
called
one, girl.
Trading.
And if you just keep doing that, you just got infinite. As long as you just
True.
manage to convince more people to give you
Why?
money.
Yeah.
And why doesn't do everyone that?
Because I don't know actually.
Not as easy.
I
as it
do
sounds.
like it would disrupt him for at least a while.
Yeah, it's not a permanent
I
solution.
guess he would have to
I mean, we can
sell
help with more
most of
stuff,
his
but this is at
stockpile.
least something we have, you know.
And
would have to sell most of his stockpile to get back the money that he lost,
Mhm.
and it would disrupt his businesses for at least a little bit.
and
And it's
theoretically,
yeah, it's better than destroying like the warehouse or raiding the warehouse or doing stuff like that. But
I mean,
because
we've
that
been
brings
thinking of that, but as he points towards the room, there aren't a lot of us
I mean,
actually capable fighters, and to storm what is technically a prison.
We can help with
So-
other stuff, but this is
Yeah.
just something we have as well. You know.
Yeah.
we can do both. And I was just about to ask, theoretically, if someone made sure the diamond mine stopped, how much of an impact would it have on the general slave
mean,
trading
how-
stuff?
A lot.
Yeah.
How would you even
That
stop
that would
that?
be a lot
How we-
because most of the labor workers that come through the archipelago are sent there.
And where is it?
Underneath the volcano on Deus.
Okay.
That is where the diamond mines are.
Right.
How would you even stop such a big project? 'Cause even if
Explode
you-
it.
Yeah, well,
Flood
even if
it?
you even if you explode the mine, they'll just dig it out and start again.
That would
Flooding it would
It would
be
cost a
annoying.
lot of time and money, which
Getting rid of whoever owns it.
yeah.
That's probably the
But
biggest.
then it gets another owner and it starts up again. There needs to be a permanent solution.
I mean,
We can flood it with volcano.
magma.
I mean, what
If
happens?
you are
okay,
powerful enough to activate a volcano,
Okay, another question. What happens to a slave once its master dies? Does it get transferred to another master? Does it get back into the market? Does he just? What happens?
most of the time stays in the family.
Do you know if the owner of the diamond mine has a big family?
I know he has 3 sons.
Yeah, so killing him probably won't do much, because then one of his sons will just take over.
If
I
you
mean,
can
we've
afford-
been thinking about it, but we've been a little bit island locked, so to speak. So so far we've only really tried to, disrupt the auctions and stuff like that.
Is there any place where we can? Oh, sorry.
But we've been trying to come up with a plan to get rid of Overseer Hogak and his family. But for that we need money as well to buy passage to the islands. Find like-minded people like you and fund what basically is a revolt
Yeah.
because this man is heavily protected.
Oh
I mean, he brings a small army to his island every time he comes to the next auction when he needs new workers.
Does he come
Well,
often?
well, maybe not an army, but quite an entourage to be sure.
Does he come often?
He is actually in town as we speak. Well, it's on it.
Interesting.
His eldest.
Well, I would take one person off the list.
Well, 2.
Just saying.
Possibly.
Yeah, but
yeah.
it'll add a lot more problems if you just finish off one of his sons, because then the guard will be on notice and.
Well, but if we are not connected to the whatchamacallit group,
The
Not
children of
yet.
Ramen.
Yeah.
yeah.
Where is he staying? Does he have his an own house on this island?
Oh no, he's staying on his own ship.
Oh, that's easy. We just sink the ship.
Well, no, we probably can swim.
You would think that is easy. We've tried a couple of weeks back. 6 of us were executed for it.
I mean, can't you just jump in the sea somewhere a bit further and just swim underneath the ship and make a hole?
Can you swim?
I can swim.
We live next to an ocean, but I was never taught how to.
Yes, I can swim.
Oh,
Not well.
do you have something that is strong enough to sink what is basically an army vessel?
I mean, it's wood, right?
It is, yeah.
I kind of look over at the automatron. Might have something strong enough.
to be fair, I don't think your automaton can swim. I think he'll just sink to the bottom the
No,
moment
he
he enters
walks.
the water.
He can walk the ocean floor.
Yeah. I don't think he'll reach the underside of the ship.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, technically, we can also plant an explosive on the bottom side, just blow it open.
Yeah.
Something on a
I mean-
timer or something we can set off from a distance.
It would.
Well, that
And I
is the
can just-
thing we
and I
tried
just
last, but
plant it and-
we were busted when we tried to plant it.
Hmm.
There are guards around his ship 24/7.
Also
course.
underwater.
No, but they
Yeah,
can
no.
swim, so they probably use the boat.
Hmm.
But you know, destroying a boat doesn't kill the person. If you would sink it in the harbor, you would just be landlocked for a little bit longer until he buys a new vessel and then sails back home.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right.
I mean,
Do
he
you
has
need
enough
to-
money to just walk up to you and say, "I'll pay you 10 times the price of your ship." And I mean, what trader wouldn't take that deal, you know?
We really
One
need to
that
think
doesn't
about
like
this.
slave trade, probably.
Yeah, but they all
Even
make money
then,
off
if
of
he offers you freaking 10,000 gold for your fucking sailboat, you're gonna accept, dude.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if he would to walk up to me and said, "I'll give you 10,000 gold pieces for your tavern," I would probably take it. Because with
Yeah, I get it,
10,000
I get
gold pieces, we can fund a revolution.
Fair.
But my tavern is shitty and has a secret entrance to the cistern in it. So, you know, probably won't do that. Probably doesn't even know we exist.
Um.
But
Is
But
there,
maybe you
is there
can
maybe
help us.
some way we can lure him into a trap?
We've been thinking about that as well. There actually is an auction next Friday. But that's 4 days from now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll still
We've
be
been
here.
planning on creating a disruption and at least free some of the slaves that are being auctioned off there. And I mean, it's gonna take some manpower.
I mean, we can probably help you with that, and then as well use the coin at that auction
Ooh, yeah.
somehow.
I mean, if you have the money, maybe you can even buy one and set him free, I guess.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Weird question. What is the average price for a slave?
It depends. I've seen just house workers, like babysitters.
Cheapest one.
You- Cheapest one? 50 gold
50
pieces?
gold? That's it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck?
We're talking the cheapest one. We're talking younglings. Just
I mean, to be
doing
fair,
the help
I'd rather
around the
free a
house.
child than an adult, to be honest. Sounds maybe a bit rude, but
Yeah,
if you're looking for like,
I'd rather free a child than an adult.
if you're looking for a labor worker, we're talking up to 500.
Whew.
Up to
That's a lot.
500. I mean, we can probably buy a couple young ones and then make sure that the money
that sounds
we pay them
really
with.
shady out of context.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Just
then we
saying.
can probably use the coin.
Yeah, fair.
I mean,
I mean, I
We're
don't
buying
mind. I
them
don't mind
from-
like spending
from-
50 to 100 gold to save someone
Yeah.
and disrupt their.
We're buying them from the auctioneer then, right?
we're
Yeah.
buying them from the auctioneer, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
But
where
I mean,
that
we can
money
always
goes-
try, you know.
that money is really quickly spent uh,
Buying more
Yeah.
slaves.
well, you give it to the auctioneer, and the auctioneer makes sure that whoever previously owned the slaves and is selling them gets their money's worth, of course. Takes a little bit of a percentage.
They won't throw the money in
So-
one pile, right? They'll probably just keep it separate and make sure that everyone
keep it
gets their
separate.
piece. Yeah.
Also, there
So
might
you're
be.
probably just looking for the biggest seller, not the biggest buyer.
Yeah.
And for next week's auction, I am not sure who that is. because
Is
they
there a way to-
apparently are planning for very special auction. They are offering something workers have never seen before. And we have no idea what it is. They've been very secretive about it. They've even heightened the guards around the warehouse where they are being kept, or the prison, really.
That does sound very ominous.
Ominous, yeah.
Ominous. Thank you.
Yeah,
Do you think we could find out what they're selling?
If you could infiltrate the warehouse, maybe. People don't
I'm not
don't
the
know
best
you.
infiltrator.
Could sign up for the guard, maybe, but they probably won't station you at a prison as your first assignment.
Maybe we could pretend to be new slavers. We're new in town, so could be. Or
Yeah, but
interested in viewing the wares before the auction. Yeah, that's
But,
probably
I
not
mean,
gonna happen.
I mean, the guards and that naval general saw us,
Oh,
come
yeah.
in on that ship. So they probably know we're not slavers.
Yeah.
True.
Would that...
We've been working on this for a couple of months.
Would that, the shop, the lady that we went to, would she have maybe something to turn us invisible or something?
That's probably gonna be expensive as well.
Yeah, but then we'd be able to look inside.
For a while.
Yeah, but maybe we can find out what the special thing is. So we can be prepared or use it in some way. Use it to our advantage. Or sneak in there invisible and rouse up the slaves to band together, or...
It's a risk. And it's only one of us that can go in then.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to...
I mean, you're the person who probably knows the most information about this area and how and what and where and why. So if you have any ideas how to put us to use, please let us know.
I mean, I have manacles and I can make myself look like a dragonborn for half an hour.
I don't think that's gonna help.
No. Just offering.
Actually sounds like a very bad idea that gets you killed.
Yeah.
I mean, if you say it's only for half an hour, I mean, by the time you're locked up in there and you turn back, they will think you're some kind of infiltrator and
yeah.
probably make a public execution out of it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking hiring you as muscle and try to break free as many slaves as you can on the next auction. It would be in the open, and you would reveal yourselves as
biggest distraction
someone
there is.
working with us.
Yeah,
So it
that's
depends.
probably gonna
Are you
be-
willing to open up yourselves to become fugitives?
Isn't that an idea? The moment the auction is busy, one of us, probably Zelmira, because she can disguise herself, change into a guard and says to one, "Can we unlock this gate? Because we need to take them somewhere. I don't know where, but we can figure that out, and then just run away with the slaves. Just pose as a guard for like half an hour.
I checked it. It's an hour, but yeah.
An hour. You can pose as a guard, say to the other ones that's guarding, like, I'll take over, it's my shift or something, or I need to take these slaves somewhere to see one of the buyers who wants to inspect them up close, so I'll have to take them for now, and then just run away.
I mean, you can try that.
That's an idea.
You have to find this guard, though, because I think, personally, they would screen every single guard before they are stationed.
Yeah, but you can maybe just change into a guard.
I mean, I know I sound very pessimistic.
But, I mean, can't you then just change into a guard that's on the other side of the auction place? that's like far
I mean,
away
if you
from the
can change
slave.
into someone that is actually there, and they know that that person is supposed to be
There.
That should work.
We could do a crab and goyle.
What?
Who's Crab? Who's Goyle?
Oh, it's like a fairy tale that someone once told me when I was young. They like had a potion to disguise themselves, and they like gave someone a sleeping potion, tucked them away in a cupboard, and then could use the potion for an hour because they knew that those people were going to be there.
Oh yeah, the one
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
very
yeah.
Harry
I've heard a
Potter
similar
maker,
story.
right?
I
Grab
don't
one
know
of-
Crab and Goyle, but
Grab one of the guards and take his place for an hour.
Yeah.
That works. I mean, if they're not gonna start asking very personal questions.
that would work.
I'm up for it.
That
We
sounds
get
the
2 sets of
most.
manacles, so he wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
That sounds the one that's most plausible.
Okay, so I disguise as a guard, and what
if
am
you
I
can sneak
trying?
in
If
something
yeah.
in his drink or something to make him sleep,
Well,
nope. Dash his head in an alleyway and just hide him there.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, and then we can take over his spot as the guard, and then somehow get the slaves out of their cages without being too suspicious.
Okay, I think that the somehow get the slaves out of their cages without
No, it's
being
just-
too suspicious needs to be hashed
No,
out a
it's
little
just-
more.
I'm just spitballing right now, but it's more like, what are you gonna say to him to make him, the guard, go away from the slaves? Or what are you gonna say to him to make him open the cage to let them out? Or
We could start a
we have-
fire or something. Or distract him that
I mean-
way, like a danger.
I can make a great distraction.
If you can be like the front lines, we can cause a distraction. All you have to do is cause the distraction is throw a stone.
We can do more than that.
Yeah, I think it needs
Yeah, it
to
has
be
to
like an
sound- it
actual
sounds
danger with outside of, so no one is to blame. It
it has
needs to look
draw
like
the
an
attention of
accident.
the guards,
Yes,
though.
and it needs to look like an accident, like a fire that has been set, or
bomb.
that someone throws a bomb.
Yeah,
I mean,
basically.
I don't
Yeah.
know any magic, but I've seen you working upstairs, repairing my pots and pans before we went down here.
Oh yeah, that's right. I hope you
Do
don't
you
mind.
know any magic besides, utility repair?
A little bit, yeah. Wait, let me actually check what I have.
Then you can
Yeah.
create bonfire, right?
Pretty sure you can create
Yeah.
bonfire, and Hakan has like a few fire spells as well because
also
he's
have,
like a
like,
wildfire
thunder clap.
druid.
I can clap with thunder, so I can cause a
Yeah,
distraction in the crowd.
if we're gonna make a distraction, it has to draw the attention of all the guards, and
Yes.
not in a way that the guards will go and protect the slaves, because then it's not
No,
gonna work.
we need to
We
like
need to-
disperse everyone. It needs to be
Yes.
big so everyone goes all
It needs to be-
directions.
it needs
So
to be
then
chaos.
we'll become fugitives
Yeah.
for sure, and then we don't have passage to the mainland. Because our boat leaves in 7 days, not 4.
But
So we'll be captured
how
here.
how would we be fugitives? Because if it's something out of our control, if it looks like something out of our control.
Yeah, and if they don't know that we were there,
I mean, if you
called.
don't directly, if they don't directly associate with you with like, if one of you runs up and like hacks the chains of a slave,
yeah,
they will
then
get
we'll
you.
be
But
fugitives.
if you in some way manage, I mean, we don't mind getting caught. We've lost quite a few over the last couple of months as we've been trying to at least disrupt most of it.
In my head, no loss is acceptable. So, or at least, yeah.
As less as possible.
But still, if we want to reach the mainland,
Yeah, we have to be careful if we're
we
doing
have to
it.
be really,
Because
really careful.
We're still traveling officially. I mean, we have like a couple days to at least brainstorm about this.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can come up with something.
Anyways, I'm not gonna let myself get captured again.
We can at least we can be part of the distraction. You know, people in the crowds maybe riling up people to like run away if there's a danger or something.
Yeah,
People
it's
starting
possible
to
for us
people
break
starting
that.
to scream or something.
We can do that. Then maybe I guess try to
Yeah,
free a
like
few.
once the fire starts, you can like point people or like draw their attention by yelling like, "Oh my God, fire! Watch out!" Or
Yeah, something like that. And during the next couple of days, we can maybe do some scouting and see which guards are planned to be stationed
Yeah.
at the auction. And
Who has the keys to the cage? Because otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fucked. Because
Yeah.
I'm not
Um,
well with my hands. I can't open a cage with a lockpick.
Borg, aren't you fine with your hands? Can't you?
I guess I can, but
He can't be a guard.
no,
I'm not proficient in it, but I'm decent with my hands.
I'm pretty good with my hands, but again, I like, kind of stick out in the crowds. You know the
Yeah,
horns and
same
stuff.
here.
Yeah, I know.
Same here. I kind of stand out.
But if I could
Same.
get to the cages with everyone dispersed, I could definitely open them. But that would
if
mean
need
that we
be,
have
I'll
to
just
clean.
break them open. But
Yeah, I have a crowbar. Good thing I
You
didn't
guys.
sell it to the hag.
I mean, that technically should work, you know.
Yeah.
You guys are such savages. Jeez. We have lockpicks now.
That's the one who wants to sell organs.
Hey, that's just free trade, you know.
And we've been working a little bit on what we want to do when we free some. Um, we
Yeah.
it has to be like covert of night, at least. So we'll be hiding the fugitives here in the cistern. After which we will lead them into the jungle where a vessel is on the coastline, where we can set them off to
We're safe.
somewhere.
Actually,
But at least they'll be free,
right.
but they'll have to find their own place of survival. Maybe maybe one of the islands of the archipelago where less people are living, or if they want to stay in the jungles, maybe
What if
at least they'll have freedom to go where they wish
right?
secretly.
What if we knew someone who is also traveling to the mainland?
But the captain isn't really looking into
Yeah.
getting into trouble.
I
He
don't think he's gonna
specifically
accept, like,
said,
yeah, sure, just bring those 20 slaves aboard. We'll bring them to the mainland, no problem. I
yeah,
don't
we
think
have
he's
the
gonna
rations for
actually.
it.
there's gonna be guards running around seeing all the slaves like directly running towards a certain ship. We're gonna get caught. That's
No, in the
Pretty
cover of
sure
darkness,
that
of
if we
course.
are to cause this disruption and cause the slaves to flee of freedom,
They're gonna probably
they're
inspect every
gonna
ship.
be inspect every single ship
yeah.
that is in the harbor. So will only have a couple of hours to get everyone out that we free.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the longer you wait, the higher the chance to.
And you
cause
know
them.
that the general is like lying on a ship close by.
With magic cannons.
Yeah, he's on
definitely.
the west coast, and we have our ships planned on the east coast.
Oh, that's nice. That at least takes him a little bit to swirl around the island.
Yeah, I guess.
They can probably sail around the southern point of the island, maybe go to the other islands of the archipelago, or they can make their way to the Red Sea
Yeah.
and find any of the tribes there that are maybe willing to take in fugitives. But
So
The
Yeah.
Red Sea.
We have a lot to figure out in a couple of days, but
big ass desert on the southern part of the continent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot
We
of
do have some things to figure out, but
I'm not sure how
At
much
least
we
we
Let's
know
talk
we have
about that
some
tomorrow because
from muscle.
it's getting late.
It is. But at least we know we have some extra muscle and we can try
Yeah.
to plan accordingly.
yeah.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you,
not
need, if
sure
you need to
we-
find us or send a message, we are on a ship in the harbor probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what is it
The
called? again?
The
basilisk.
basilisk.
Yeah, the basilisk.
Um,
So if you need to find us,
yeah.
yeah, we're probably over there.
There's some, I don't know if you know them. You might want to use like one of the little kids running around the city to send a message over. Give them like a, I'll give you a couple of gold so you can give them a gold piece to send a message over to the ship. So it's not as, because he's quite interested in the automaton.
Yeah, and he finds me very shiny.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be weird for him to come looking for the ship to look at the automaton again to give us a message.
Yeah.
I can try to find this kid, or if you find this kid first, you can send him to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool D.
Sure, that works. Guess we'll have to figure out a plan. Even though I'm not sure we
Yeah,
can
let's
actually.
let's all keep just
do stuff.
brainstorming and spitballing ideas, and who knows, maybe we'll come up with
Who
like
knows?
a brilliant one.
Well, no.
I mean-
Let's sleep on it and try again. Try to get some new ideas tomorrow, and maybe check out like around the slave hall to see if we can find stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot
Yeah.
of scouting to do, and
Yeah, there's a lot of work to do, and little time to do it. So.
And I mean, if we can smack two flies at the same time, or two birds, one stone, whatever.
yeah, if we
say,
can't put
to do,
the coin in the purse of the guy in the panic, that would be good.
that would be amazing. But if we can, in the disruption, maybe kill him,
Fair.
kill Hogak's son, or blow up his
That might be
vessel,
For the
or
long term.
anything. But I think you seem like a capable enough bunch.
Sure.
Maybe we can put you to use to actually stop the diamond mines.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the diamond mines
the
are
diamonds
probably.
are on a different island, right? So that's gonna be pretty difficult.
Yeah,
We're
for now,
supposed
but
to sail out in
We have a ship. It's set to actually bring the slaves, the freed slaves, hopefully to the mainland. But at the same time, we could send that ship to Deus, disguised as Hogak's ship. Now that I think of it.
interesting. I honestly think.
If you, I mean, I'm not sure how you're gonna sell that you're bringing him slaves and not his own son, but there might be something in that as well.
Yeah, I think.
But
personally-
maybe we'll sleep on it and think on the auction first. But
Yeah. One.
Yeah.
Sorry, just one thing. I think, at least in character, that shutting down the diamond mine is more important than shutting down this particular auction. If you can
Yeah.
do both, that's good. But the diamond mine is the big
Yeah,
objective.
if we have to pick, the mine is probably going to be the biggest
Yeah.
disruption.
No idea how we're gonna do it, but that's for another time.
I
because
was just about to say, cross the bridge when we come to it.
Yeah.
Would be so nice if there were an explosive shop in town, but
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I know like a hag who probably has some weird stuff laying around.
I mean, that is something my character would be able to create somehow, right? Maybe.
how's it? Yeah, but how big? It needs to be big enough to at least explode a cave or something, or at least make it cave in.
But there's enough
Cave
time to
in.
think about. Wow. But there's enough time to think about that in the in the next couple of days, as you guys can brainstorm how this is going to unfold and what might be the actions that follow it. That's for the next episode.
Yay!
Yeah.
As Hector starts introducing you to some of the members of the Children of Iramen, the night comes to a close. You bring yourself back to the ship for a good night's rest. And we'll see what's going to happen next in the next couple of days in the next episode.
Yeah.
So I want
Right.
to thank you all for playing, and anyone who has been watching, I want to thank you for watching as well. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and all the things. And if you're on YouTube, follow us on Twitch. And yeah, we play every other Monday.
Yeah. And we have. Is it planned to go through the next Building Eternia session?
There is going to be something next week, yeah.
Alrighty.
So we discussed the first half of the first era last week, and we're going to do the second half of the first era next week.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
So for those interested in the lore behind the whole world that our lovely DM has been creating for years and years on end, please tune in next week for our Building Eternia.
Yes.
And
Yes.
don't forget to check the website for actual physical places to DM Game Force.
That's true as well. So I wish you all a good night. Thank you for
night.
watching. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.